There once was a man.
And I got a holy welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Joining me on this one is the one, the only, Kanan, with that, look at that dashing style.
I know, right? I look like one of the Disney diversity hires. Let's go.
Look at that. There you go. Look at that. Whoop,
Disney, hire me. Disney, hire me. Look, I'm all inclusive now.
And joining us is MMA King Crease Jr. Wow.
Hashtag I survived Madam Web.
Okay, again, carrying over from what I said last week, we have another trauma victim. And of course, the one, look at this man right here. Derek, look at this. Look at this. May the force be with you, sir. Look at those shades. Look how chill he is, how composed. Ah, brilliant. Marvelous. Welcome to another stream. No doubt RJ will be joining us any second now. Probably eating food, as usual. Normal. Chubby, Bless, Nikolai, Darth, Lisa. What's up, people? All right, Danny, get straight into it, sir. What?
Okay, so since we're gonna talk about this list, we're gonna go by it real quick. So we're gonna bring back the Turner Classic Movies King's Edition. We're gonna go with Gone with the Wind, very old classic. Highly recommend you guys check it out. And then we're gonna do a rewatch of Iron Claw. I think it was like a lot of these guys want to talk about it, so it gets its own segment. For DC, we're gonna be talking about the Joker returning in Batman 2. Yeah. Also, Superman Legacy table reads. They have started for Spider-Man. Sony is trying to rush Spider-Man 4. And then at the end, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun of nostalgia of the great debate between what was just a better network, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or Disney, and then it goes back to the Q&A for you guys. So, all right, we can go ahead and get this started.
Well, we can get this baby started, and I'll set it up with an opening like Gone with the Wind. I remember having like memories of it as a kid. I was always around people who were watching it on TV, but I don't really have too much of a connection with the movie outside of like some childhood memories here or there. So, Danny, I'll let you field this one. I'll let you kick this one off. Go ahead, buddy. The floor is yours.
Okay.
Black bandana energy. There you go.
Yeah. So, Gone with the Wind. So this was the movie that literally blew out everything in 39 or whatever. So the competition was like the Wizard of Oz versus Gone with the Wind, but the basis of Gone with the Wind is it's a really classic old school Hollywood movie talking about the South. And during the Civil War, before the Civil War, in the middle of the Civil War and after the Civil War. So it's sort of like a 3-part movie. There's even in the beginning of the movie where it literally tells people to sit down. And like I promise you this. It's like before the movie even starts, it's like 8 minutes of just silenceness. It's just silent for 8 minutes straight. You're just sitting down. You're just sitting down for the way in this movie to like start, and then we kick it off with the main character of Miss Scarlet. And let me tell you about Miss Scarlet. She is the opposite of Dorothy. This chick is entitled, narcissistic, and she's just fucking annoying, man. My goodness. Woo.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Like, I can't explain on how how the actress won the Best Actress award too, and like the woman that was the nanny, she won the Best Supporting Actress too. She was the first Black woman to ever win an award too, at the Oscars. So like at that time, especially during the late 30s, yeah, it was a little different, That's when no one never seasoned their food. But for the most part, like like the visual wise, it's amazing at its time. Like it was like one of the only like full blown color movies from the start from the beginning to the end or whatever at that time. And it won like 8 Oscars for it too. Darius, do you know a little bit more of Gone with the Wind too?
Yeah, I watched it. I think I watched it like 2 or 3 times in my life. The last time was a few years ago. I talk about this movie more than I actually watch it because like came out like a very interesting time because you said like Wizard of Oz was around. Alfred Hitchcock just started making like Hollywood movies too. And this movie actually beat out like I forgot which Hitchcock movie it was. It beat out a Hitchcock movie for the Oscars. That was a whole big thing. But yeah, basically like it's like it's a tale about like the Civil War, the pre-Civil War South, the Civil War South, and then like the Reconstruction South. And yeah, Scarlett O'Hara, she one of the most annoying characters ever put to film. Like just
she's the worst character and she's the main character.
It's hard to explain if you get to see it to know what I mean, but like
now me
you have to look at like you have to the context surrounding it. Like in the South, obviously people own these plantations, which generate a lot of wealth. So it's basically she's a spoiled
rich girl.
Yeah, her dad's rich. She's got this plantation, but yeah, it's the legacy of this movie. I mean, this movie's famous for being like one of the first major blockbusters that are in color. And like it's been like parodied a million times.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I got a little fact here. Yeah. It says it enjoyed a more than 30-year reign as the all-time Hollywood box office champion and it won 8 Academy Awards in addition to 2 honorary awards.
And like I said, like the box office, like at that time, you got to think about what came after. Like I said, this is like when Hitchcock was starting his whole like reign.
This is just before really he became a huge thing.
Yeah.
He had a few movies at the time, but
did you know Scarlett was cast after filming began?
That I did not know. That's crazy.
I didn't know that part. I did not know that part.
After filming began, like I've got some facts here, because I know I haven't seen the movie in ages, but you guys know me, I sit here and not chime in. So it says producer David Selznick still hadn't decided between the many leading actresses at his disposal who would be best to play Scarlett, but he only needed a stand-in to start filming since the tremendous burning of Atlanta. That's what will happen when RJ shows up with food. Scene was one of the first. As the fire blazed in the background, actress Vivian Lee joined Selznick on the director's platform and was called in for a screen test. That's crazy.
It's one of those it's like one of those traditional Hollywood movies that a lot of old school Hollywood people love. Like, you know, it's
this movie has 3 directors.
Yeah, that was not uncommon back in the day.
But back in the day for sure.
It's like, well, because you got to remember too, like they were sharing directors too, Jacob, like because like The Wizard of Oz was filming the same time as this movie too. Right. So like, you know, a lot of people were like The Wizard of Oz had more like over like 4 directors because they were trying to get somebody to direct Gone with the Wind or whatever, because MGM wanted to put their money towards Gone with the Wind because, you know, they saw The Wizard of Oz as like a kiddie film or whatever. It was like it's for kids or whatever, but you know, it ended up like both made money. So like, you know, MGM's like, hey, we win, like, you know. So
I also read there that there was like 16 different writers. God damn, we thought we had it bad these days.
Yeah,
because I think Gone with the Wind.
Someone says it couldn't be made today.
No,
couldn't be made
for a lot of reasons. No, it couldn't.
For a lot of reasons, it couldn't.
I will say, as much as I like the movie, some parts of it have not aged the best.
There's a bit here that says Hattie McDaniel was the first, and you know, we're all in these streams. You're always going to get authentic, but we're always going to be careful what kind of line we push. But I will mention it. Hattie McDaniel was the first Black actress to win an Oscar for her role as Mammy.
Yeah,
that was like was like unheard of at the time. Like that didn't happen at all.
Yeah, that was unheard of. And like I felt so bad for her because she couldn't even sit with her white castmates at that time or whatever. She had to sit all the way up in the bleachers or whatever and come get her award at that time. So,
sometimes
I mean things have changed now or whatever, but it was just ignorant, like, back in the day, man.
If you haven't seen Gone with the Wind, it is kind of tedious. It's a love story, and it does drag on. It's like, okay, can we just can you just pick somebody already? Like, can we just stop this, please?
Yeah.
There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of
It's a lot of back and forth. Yeah, how can I explain it? Like, even the male character, I can't think of his name at the time or whatever. He's the smartest one out of everybody because he because he was like telling everybody, yeah, the South is finna lose. Like, this is a stupid battle. We like he was like, he says, yeah, I'm gonna go to war, but it's like we're not gonna
because I want to.
He's not gonna win. We're not gonna win.
She's brave, resourceful, and unbeaten. Scarlet embodies the universal desire to achieve one's dreams in the face of adversity.
Yeah.
She was annoying while she was achieving her dream. Dude, like there's literally, this is how petty this girl was. Because she didn't get what she wanted, she married one of the soldiers. Because, like, he was one of them. The soldier had a crush on Scarlett forever, but the guy that she really wanted didn't like her the same way or whatever. So she married the soldier or whatever that she friend zoned forever. And then guess what, Jacob? I know it's not funny in hindsight, but like her husband gets shot, like be the first one that got shot or whatever in the beginning of the war. She got widowed that quick, bro. I'm like,
wow.
I know this is not funny, but like, dang, bro, you got bad luck, bro. Like,
that's some bad luck in the heart. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, man. Overall, Gone with the Wind. It's a classical movie. I'm not gonna say it's a great movie or anything. Like, it's a product of its time. It's a product of its time.
Probably give it a 7.5. It was good.
Yeah. But I am gonna say this, like,
kind of thing.
I am gonna say this. I'm going to protect this movie too at the same time because you got pundits out here that want to delete film history and everything. Oh, this movie is problematic, dude. It's a product of its time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate that. Okay, look at the year it was released.
It is bad.
It's like,
not as bad as like if you want a really bad film that should not be seen by anybody. That's Birth of a Nation. That should not be seen.
Birth of the Nation. Oh yeah.
See,
that's
people,
one movie.
Even with like, this is how I feel. Even with Birth of the Nation, I still say you shouldn't even delete it and everything because, like, it's history. It's film. You know what I'm saying? You can't delete stuff because it's offensive and everything. It's stupid and everything.
Then you don't do it again.
It just makes no sense because legitimately we've said it. People have said it for many generations, many years. If you delete history, you're doomed to repeat it. So why the hell do people want to come along and be like, no, that did not happen. That did not happen. Like, shut the fuck up.
No, actually, it didn't.
No, actually, no.
It's like, I get it. I get that your heart is in the right place on like trying to overcorrect history, but you can't do that and everything. You just gotta let it all play out or whatever. Hence, like, that's why I keep on saying Disney release Song of the South on Disney Plus. We already know that you're a jacked up company. You might as well go all the way. Like, I'm just saying, like.
No comment. The views of Danny Watkins are his own.
Yeah, that's the views of Danny Watkins.
No
I'm
comment.
not even getting on that either.
I don't care, dude.
Yeah, I know you. I don't care.
I don't care. Okay, my opinions is my opinions. Don't come for them. Come for me and everything. Bring it on and everything. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bring it on.
Hashtag make Tarzan black. What?
Oh fuck no. That's one way to play into that. Yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna.
Anyways,
I can't comment on that.
movie.
Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, yes. Anyway.
I do like this movie, but like out of movies for the time, there are some more I like more. Like I like most Hitchcock films more. I like Casablanca a little bit more.
That's a good.
Casablanca.
Oh yeah, Casablanca.
Shout.
It's a good movie, man. Check that out, bro. Yeah.
I think this movie does.
Me and Adam did a review on it too.
I think this movie does adapt the book. The book is really long, which is why the movie is really long. But I don't know. I think it drags on.
I think this movie.
But
I think this movie could have been. I think this movie could have like saved an hour. It was like 4. It was like 4 hours, right? 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
No wonder it felt long as hell as a kid. Sorry, what's its runtime?
Hold on, let me look it up.
Check it. Yeah, check out that runtime for me, dude.
No, it's legitimate. It's 3 hours and 44 minutes.
Jesus,
bruh.
Okay,
like,
this movie could have been 2.
It's because some of the stuff, like Danny said, it begins with like 8 minutes of nothing, and there's scenes that like where nothing's really happening, or like.
This was when they realized
it's like
maybe we should edit movies. Maybe not everything needs to be in the movie.
No, like literally, Jacob, in the first movie, like the first 8 minutes, it's like the first 8 minutes, because like back in the day, like you know, in movie theaters, they have to tell you to sit down when the movie begins or whatever, and so like it's literally even on the Blu-ray, it has that segment of you can all sit down now. I'm like, wait, what? I don't remember this. Like.
And then
I'm sorry, right? Can I put a personal PSA for movie companies? See if you make a 4-hour movie, especially Snyder version. I'm sorry, I ain't watching your shit. I ain't watching it. I'm sorry.
I knew he was gonna say
too damn long. Too damn long.
Everything needs to be in there.
Credit sequences used to be long as hell because they used to do them at the beginning, not at the end. So they used to show everybody's name in the movie at the beginning of the movie.
I remember that. Whenever my granddad has an old movie on or something, I'm like, so when's the movie starting? Well, no, it's starting here already. It's already.
It's finished starts.
This is how it starts.
I haven't seen one bit of dialogue. I'm just seeing.
That's one of the best changes.
Especially when it's an old western that your grandparents watched.
It was on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you had the cast list and it was like 4 cast members, it would go starring next screen. Wait 3 seconds. Jacob. Next screen. Wait 3 seconds. Adam. Fade. Next screen. Wait 3 seconds. Darius. Like it would do that again and again. I'm like, wait, what are we doing here? How big's the cast? Oh, it's about 40 people in the cast. Oh, Jesus.
Or it's like the old school westerns that they used to watch, where like they would just be riding a horse for like 10 minutes just for no apparent reason.
And it's the music of,
and it's repeat, and it's repeat film, dude. It's not even like
got a cowboy over here.
Frame.
Repeat.
Or like they're
like
a little town
video of the same running.
Will pan around the whole town, showing nothing happening. It's like, what's going on?
It's just showing the set location, and that's it. It's not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look at this beautiful set.
Like, actually gonna do anything? Like push the story forward in an organic way.
Yeah, they could have shaved off some time, but it's a long book. It's a long book, so
Mind you, also films then as well. It was a different time as well. They were more.
It was a different time, man.
Yeah, like that was back when it was classed as like a theater, like a proper theater. Like it was the equivalent of actually going to see a show. It was a big thing. Only people with money could go do it. So it made sense.
Intermissions and shit, like plays do. You used to have like intermissions. Like, the bathroom or.
Yeah, that actually happens in song. I mean, that actually happens in Gone with the Wind. It's like a book series. Like, okay, a mission done or whatever. Guys, go get something to eat or whatever, something like that or whatever. Like, and it like I crap you not. It's like 5 minutes of intermission time, Jacob.
So that's more runtime. Yep.
Wow. Damn. Well, I'm glad that doesn't happen much anymore. That's kind of nice. So,
yeah.
With some of these movies, they need to bring it back. Lord of the Rings should have had some. Jesus Christ.
Again, hot take before we probably transition. Hot take. It's the one franchise I've never gotten into. Hear me out. It has its place. Sauron is badass. Like, it's a great array of characters. But
Same here.
Way too long. It's way too long. It's long as hell. Like, it's like
I got into it late
in a boat for like 20 minutes.
Not for me.
I like the movies.
I like Lord of the Rings. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan.
It's the only one I never got into. The only one.
My thing with Lord of the Rings is I like it. I like the movies, like as from a technical standpoint and a writing, but like the lore itself, I don't really care for.
I like all of it. I just think that if it's the only movie that I can actually watch that is about 3 hours long, and it's only because it's, to me, somewhat intriguing, and also who doesn't like the fact that you can also see Orlando Bloom running about with a fucking bow and arrow, sitting shooting elves in the face, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think it's one of the best adaptations ever made, if not the best. So
yeah, like the graphic, the stuff that they done on that movie is unreal. Because when they done The Hobbit, it didn't even live up to anywhere near what they did with the Lord of the Rings either.
Hey man, I just gotta say one thing. That I never got into Lord of the Rings, but I respect the fandom because like those guys are passionate about their stuff and Tolkien's work. So shout out to them. Yeah,
they don't let anybody screw with the work. The minute that Rings of Power came out, everybody bashed it. Everybody was against it.
Have you ever seen 2 Lord of the Rings fans argue? It is insane.
It's the one fandom that I've actually found that don't argue.
It would be nice to be in that fandom.
No, we're stuck with Star Wars fans, Harry Potter fans.
We're involved. Star Wars. Let's start with Star Wars instead.
It's the same with Harry Potter, to be fair. Like I've actually saw 2 Harry Potter fans fight because it wasn't close to the books.
Also,
there's always one movie guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be 100. I've never seen Jurassic Park fans argue. To be honest with you, because we kind of all agreed that other than the first movie, the other ones are like.
Freaking locusts.
Dominion is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Fuck Dominion.
Anyway, we could rant about that stuff all the time. Yeah. We've done it multiple times.
Let's transition to the next topic.
Let's talk about the manly movie, the man tears movie of Iron Claw. Iron Claw, man. What do you guys think about it? I
want to jump right in here with this movie. When I went to see this movie, I didn't really have any expectations in place anyway because I didn't know much of what it was fully about. But when I tell you, this is one of them movies. It's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you have to be in a certain type of mood to rewatch it.
It's like Joker vibes.
Because when I tell you, when you think you get beaten down again and again and again, and then it beats down again, and then again, and then again, and then again, and then again. I'm like, fucking hell, can you guys get a break? Christ. Like, I think there was like 10 people in my cinema. Just 10. This is like, like a month or 2 of it being out now. And the scene where, I forget the brother's name, but the one with like the flowing, luscious locks, and then he rides his bike into the middle of the night.
Oh, Carrie.
Kiri, that's it. He rides his bike into the middle of the night, and it cuts the next day when he wakes up with bruises and cuts all over him. And he walks past the works, like the kitchen surface, and then I'm like, okay, he's in crutches. He's just hurt himself. This like spoiler warning, people. Spoilers.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it,
if you haven't seen it, click off, go watch it.
Awesome movie. Go watch it.
Great movie. But he walks past the kitchen counter, and his leg's off.
Yeah.
I looked at there was a moment around the cinema where everyone went, "Oh my god!" And like this is after the other brother just committed. He just died. And then this is before the other brother commits. It's like, wow, freaking amazing. Like I think the soundtrack is great. The action scenes with the wrestling and whatnot, it's really cool. And it's people again that just because it's wrestling. It's predetermined, but it's still dangerous.
They really get hurt in there, man.
Like they showed the Ric Flair incident as well, so they go
especially back then. They used to get hurt.
Oh yeah, no, like it's still the same to this day. Like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really go and see this movie, but one of the 2 things I can actually comment on is I know about this family. I knew a lot of this stuff because obviously I was a big wrestling fan growing up, and second of all, I actually done wrestling. People that say wrestling are fake could not last 2 minutes in a ring, especially because I've seen their bellies. Sorry, whoopsies. Did I say that out loud?
Well, I mean, everyone thinks that mat is like some soft sponge that you land on.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not a soft sponge. It's hardwood on your back every night.
Also, like, the scene where Zac Efron he hits the fucking concrete outside there. I'm like, Jesus fucking
yes,
Christ,
that happens so much more than people would realize. Like, even just like in matches in general,
crippled the geezer for life.
You can nearly like you can.
Yeah.
There's people that have actually, you know, in the ring. Like I won't say it because obviously like YouTube and guidelines and stuff. But people have actually gone in the ring. Like multiple people, not just one or two. It's actually quite a common occurrence. If a move goes wrong, that's it. You're done.
Yep. And all in the sake of entertainment. These people, I mean, you've got like, if I have to link it to real life for a moment, you've got Owen Hart, you got Mitsuharu Misawa, Daniel Quirk, Aurora, Brian Ong, Silver King, Eric Dennis, like all these people that have actually died in the ring. And Mike DiBiase, like it's a shame and it's heartbreaking.
I can't say this on positive note. Zac Efron like acted his ass off in this movie. He did good, bro. Like,
this is why.
There's one scene that's funny though, is when he's doing the press conference thing and he keeps butchering the lines, and his brother's just sitting there trolling.
I love that scene because
that was funny.
He keeps saying,
but his brother took over.
Because we've gotten so accustomed at the moment, and I'm going to just rag on the MCU briefly. We've gotten so accustomed to the MCU way of humor where someone goes, "Oh, it's funny, it's a fart joke." Why is this more funny? Because it feels like something that would actually happen. If I'm sitting there in front of a screen, like you all would, you three in between.
That's what we do anyway.
You're like, Jacob, Cyclops, shut up. You know,
because he says
in between while I'm you see, look at he just like.
I said nothing.
No, I know, but the way you just rose up like the Undertaker there, man. You went. All right. Okay.
Also,
all right. Calm down, Pennywise.
Can we talk about the dad? The dad was a piece of shit, dude. Oh my god.
They actually toned down the dad in this movie. To be honest with you,
yeah, he was worse.
I hope I don't get flack for this. At the end of the movie, I actually felt sorry for the dad, only because it was It was more of pity. It was like the cycle that had been left to him by his father, and it was a generational thing that kept going on and on and on and on because of what his dad did to him. Whereas with Zac Efron's character, he's the first person to break the mold. And I shared something to my story today where Zac Efron, throughout all the emotional scenes in the movie, was specifically told, don't cry until the final scene in the movie. And it ends in the most bittersweet way where all the brothers, again, spoilers, they all reunite in the afterlife. You get the little brother that died when he was a kid. And that freaking got me. I was like, Jesus, how much more?
If you look at the way he died, it's like a freak. It's like, what the hell? Like, how does that even happen?
It's bloody awful. Yeah. And then, you see the so what's Zac Efron's character's name again? The lead.
He's Kevin.
Kevin, yeah. So Kevin
Bond.
And he goes from having four other brothers, one that died when he was a kid, one that died overseas because of an in-ring incident, one that took his own life, and another one that took his own life. Like they're all gone.
And they cut another one out who killed himself as well.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, they cut another one out because it's just like, man. But when he has his two kids and he sees them playing in the field, and it reminds him of when he used to play with his brothers, that got me, man. I was balling.
That line. Well, to be fair, there is one scene that I saw in that movie, and it was that scene where he's like with his the two kids, and he's like, "I used to be a brother," and I was like, "Oh, damn, that is
line,
actually great."
That line got me, dude. I was like,
I was sitting there going,
I was so sad, man.
I can't believe you said that line.
I'm telling you, it's one of those man. It's one of the man movies. It's a man tier movie.
Especially because I have one brother. I have a little brother, and
gets you.
I stopped to think if something like this happened, nothing is promised. You never know what the hell is gonna happen.
Yep. You don't know what you're gonna get.
And on
the first thing I did when I saw it, I called him after that. I was like, "Hey," I was talking to him because,
dude, I was sappy with all of you guys after I saw this movie.
Dude, it's just like,
you care about us.
Yes, I do care about you. You shut up, Danny. Ruining the moment.
Wait, people care?
What? Yeah,
that's when. I don't know when people care.
But the moment when he's playing with his two kids, and then it flashes to it's bittersweet. It flashes forward, how he's like the old man now, in the position that his dad was, if not more, and he's built like two, 3 more generations of his family where the cycle is finished. They're all happy. They're living new lives. There's brothers and sisters in abundance. There's wives. There's husbands. It's a family unit. Like he's the one that's broke the cycle. And I've talked a lot about this. And I know people say, "Oh, you're reading too deep into it." Well, it's based on real life, and it's a very empowering movie. Sometimes that's what story is meant to be for. When you're, especially with this kind of movie, when you're from a situation where you're in a similar circle or cycle to what the characters are going through. Never ever underestimate the power of being the one to go, you know what? I'm going to break the cycle.
Yep.
Because you can be Kevin. And look what happened. Like 20 years passed. He's an older man now, and he's got a family. They've got cousins, siblings, and they're healthier, and no one's dead. You know,
see, that's one of the things
shows that his brothers didn't die for nothing. You know,
you want to know the good part? He did end up getting the title for a little bit. I looked it up. He won for. So he ended up achieving his father's dream or his dream in his own way without doing what his dad wanted him to do. You know, he was able to have both his family and the title for a little bit.
But see, that's the thing. I always argue with people, especially with that type of mindset. It's like, oh, you're reading too deep into this. It's all this, that, and the next thing. It's like, dude, shut up. You know what? See, if someone wants to have hope because they generally come from a hopeless background and you don't know anything about them, and you sit there saying that they're being stupid, but because they want to break those chains, they want to escape from what's ever holding them down. You know, I know a lot of us guys have had a lot of those things, so we're living.
Because what I notice is, Adam, on that, it's like usually the people that say that type of stuff are the ones that are crying out even more harder than you are, man. They just gave up. They gave up, and they said they know if you make it, then they have no excuse after that, and they don't want they
don't like it. People don't like looking in the mirror and seeing who they really are.
People don't like to see success ever. Like legitimately, I've noticed like the minute you become successful, the people that were once cheering you on now become your biggest haters because they thought, I will cheer them on to make them feel like I'm there. But the minute they see that you do better than them, then they hate you. And then they're like, you're at fault. You should have listened to me this entire time. And you're just like, I'm stuck in the same situation.
Kind of tackles that because like with the brothers, they're all in kind of a competition with each other. But it never gets to like a toxic or like a bad, like they're always supportive. Like they never let because their dad tries to pit them against each other like multiple times. He literally says, "You're my favorite." And then it's you. Then it's you. Then it's you. Then it's you. He literally says that to his kids, which is what
I was so fucking livid. I was like, "Your son is dead. He's gone, and you're not even allowing your boys to mourn or your wife." And then it happens again, and he's still doing it. I'm like,
and then again,
it's like, you know, there's the moment when Kerry's on the phone, right? I was like, because I'd forgotten most of like the history before I watched this movie, with like the brothers and everything. As soon as he got on that phone, I was like, yeah, he's gone. I was like, that's a go.
Dude, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Kevin's like, yo, you need to look out for Carrie. Carrie's in a bad place right now. I think he might do something he might regret. Look out for Carrie until I get there. I was like, the dad's not going to do that shit. He's not going to do it.
Yeah, the dad, like, you know, Zac Efron's character, he was like ready to fight his dad right there. I told you, you only have one job. You only have one job to take care of your son, and you didn't do it.
When he's fighting Ric Flair, I love that scene because it's almost like this man turned into a freaking rage demon. He was like, okay, 2 bang, boom, bang, 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 boom. Like he's like literally beating the shit out of him. And I'm like, if he doesn't calm down, I know it's based on real events, but if he doesn't calm down, he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, they broke.
Ric Flair laughed it off. He said, like, man, dude, what was going on?
They literally broke character. They broke character. The ref was like, yo, let him go. Like, stop. And then he went. They literally had to break character to get him off.
He gave him the claw.
Yeah.
Like, it's a testament to, I know people can say, oh, of course it's a 10 out of 10 because it's based on real events, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but just because it's based on real events doesn't mean you still can't fuck it up.
There's a lot of movies.
There's a lot of movies out there that are based on real events that fuck it right, that piss up royally.
The Tupac movie.
Yeah.
What?
Tupac.
Yeah, we don't talk about that Tupac movie. We don't mention that movie. That movie never happened.
I'm sorry, dude. They still have not got Tupac correctly. No offense to Anthony and Mackie, you are not Tupac, sir. Like I remember that Biggie Smalls movie.
For Christ's sake, he's not Tupac.
How are they
casting Clarence as to?
I'm sorry. I don't know this movie exists. Please do not bring that up.
I mean, Notorious is okay. It's an okay movie, but like the casting of Tupac, I'm like, really?
The point being is that there are adaptations of real stories that completely fuck it up, and this wasn't one of them. The cast was stellar. The chemistry,
she got it correctly.
Between the actors that they chose, it was you believed that these guys were brothers. Like within such short amount of time, especially when Kerry came back and reunited with the other ones. It was like, yeah, I'm looking at brothers. I buy that these guys are brothers. You know, even though I haven't seen them in any prior movies, the connection between all of them, testament to the director, the actors, the lighting, just the story beats.
From a filmmaking standpoint, like the cinematography was amazing. Like the way it was shot.
Like that scene where they're all like playing football with each other, like it was like that football scene from Top Gun Maverick. If it was more like grounded at home, you know, and it was more wholesome and more like playing with your brother in the backyard, you know, just something simple like that.
Now, this is what I told like RJ and Darius this. I said like if this movie would have came out like around November, it would have made it to the Oscars in my opinion or whatever. Like it came out way too late.
Yeah, they should have. If anything, they should have delayed it to this year or released it.
24 kind of fucked it up, but I can't really blame them because they had a lot of releases last year, so they were trying to space them out because they didn't want to compete with themselves, which I get, but they ended up not.
This should have been like a Thanksgiving release movie. Like this should have happened like on Thanksgiving weekend, in my opinion.
With the family focus and stuff. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, they eliminated the story of Chris Von Erich. Yeah, they took it out. I thought there was one that was missing, but it makes sense because it's like all of them
already hurt you in the feels as it is.
Because when you watch the movie, like they don't waste any time. Right after the wedding scene, David goes.
It goes dark real quick.
And then like it's like boom, boom, boom,
bro. I knew the minute that wedding scene happened, and the minute the brothers were having fun, and it was this, that, whatever. I was like, oh, here we go.
And if you pay attention,
what's finna come down.
When the camera pans, I think it pans in the order they die in. I think if you like,
it does actually. It does do that.
Yeah.
Or reverse
that
order.
Is amazing filmmaking. Sorry, I. It's a shame that I don't know the fucking Sean Durkin.
Yeah.
And then like there's some great. Also, our boy from the Bears in this. He's Carrie. Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
He's in the Bears. He's a great, amazing actor, dude.
He's a good actor, man. Really good actor.
And like this is why this kind of reminds me of the Robert Pattinson thing with Zac Efron. Like people only knew Robert Pattinson because of Twilight, but he'd done so much other stuff, and people only knew Zac Efron because of like High School Musical.
We're all in this together.
I knew that was coming the minute you said it there.
People are more than one role, guys. Like just because someone plays one role doesn't mean that's all they can do.
Stop typecasting, or I'll typecast you. Let's see how you like it.
It's like, I mean, yes, Zac Efron did great as whatever his face was in High School Musical, but this is his
Troy,
role.
I think.
Troy, yeah, that's it.
Troy.
This is his role where he breaks away from that and forges his own. Like, hey, I don't see him as Zac Efron. I see him as one part of the Iron Claw. You know?
Yeah.
And
he was. I mean, Zac Efron, his career's been up and down, but I think this movie brought him back to where, like, wait, Zac Efron? That's you? What?
So that, like, there's a whole quote in the acting world where it's like, there's no small parts, only small actors. And even though Zac Efron is, for all intents and purposes, the one that everyone recognizes the minute they see the poster, I know we know the guy from The Bear and whatever else. Every single actor or actress in this movie brought their A game and then some. Even the mum in all the scenes that she's in, and how I was talking earlier on about that cycle, when she's like there painting at the end, it's heartbreaking. She's kind of accepted that this is where her life is. Like this life. Like her sons are gone. She has no family.
She decided to take painting back up after she talked with Mike, I think, because Mike like asked her like, "Hey, who you painted this?" And she was like, "Yeah, I used to do it before I got married."
Yeah.
And they that actually gets up because the mom and dad got divorced like a few years after all this stuff happened. So that kind of hints that she's not happy with all that's going on, and it's kind of put a strain in the relationship.
And he's like, oh, you even have to keep it together for everyone. Yeah, he's passed away, but we move forward. The son just.
It was kind of sad that it was kind of sad that he didn't love her for her. He loved her because she had the kids or whatever. It's pretty low down and everything. Like you're here to help my legacy. I don't really care about you as a person. Like
and that's very common. That's very common with a lot of like athletes.
That's common.
They marry for the genetics. Like, hey, I want to have
genetics for the partner.
I want to have athletic kids. You're pretty athletic. Let's have kids. It's not a lot of times not genuine love. Like it's
not real love. No.
But I think even the actor that played the one that plays the music, he did a great job as well.
Oh yeah.
And what happened to him? Oh god. Like how bad must it be? Like how low can the bar go when you're the one that they're calling on to do wrestling when it's not your calling, it's not what you want to do. Your two brothers are dead, or one's dead and one's basically crippled. You're their last option. Like, how does that make you feel? Like okay, we don't want to call you up, but we've got no one else. Like that makes you even shitty. And then you get busted in the ring, and then you're out of it, and then you're like this.
And then he even said like, "You guys want me to be David? I'm not him. I can't be him. Stop trying to make me like that." Hit me hard because I'm not in a situation, but I know like a lot of parents.
I know a lot of people that put their competition against their own children, and it's sick. It's sick to me, dude.
I hate when people compare other people to other people. It's not right. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care if it's someone on the street. You can never compare two souls together because every soul was meant to be different.
Yeah,
and that's what makes this movie so beautiful is we can have those conversations that are very important because even though this movie is set in like the 60s, 70s,
60s, 70s,
then it's still a problem that goes on today.
Like you can't, especially with your kids, man. You can't. The dad literally says, "Hey, Kevin's my favorite." Like he literally has a favorite list of his kids.
I mean, there's a lesson here to be learned where it's like, yeah, you may want to be successful in your career, and that's fine. Like you can have ambition and whatever else, but don't let it cloud what's important. Like while you're chasing your career, you may lose everything in the process, and that's what this movie shows you. Is in an effort to get that fucking silverware or that gold around your waist, the dad loses he loses everything. He loses his whole family. Everyone loses a brother. Her mum loses her sons. Kevin loses his family. Like they all go. Like, and it's like, oh yeah, what have you got to show for it? I've got a belt.
Yeah,
a belt that they're gonna make you lose in a few months anyway. Because
that is one of the downfalls of society and men. I'd argue is that they become so obsessed with one goal in life that they let everything else fall by the wayside, be it family, be it friends, and that's when you become such a loner person. I just don't get it. I don't understand the ambition of it all. It's like you do everything
drives,
for one thing.
Especially men, to chase success at every turn, to chase wealth, to chase all this material stuff. That stuff is important, yes, but it's not more important.
Oh, it's important for sure. But
not more important than
one thing that this movie did, and allow me to get sappy here for a minute, but one thing this movie did was like, in pursuit of my career, would I want to be a full-time professional actor? Of course, that's my main goal in life. But if I get that and I lose you guys, I'd rather not have that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I know what's real and what's way more important to me.
Yeah,
exactly. So
priorities should come into the fold of it, and a lot of people forget the priorities. For me, like
family.
Family. But if you sit there and you chase your goals more than you actually appreciate what you have, you will lose what you have, and once you do that, you will never be the same.
I mean,
because your goals are only one thing. You need everybody else to help you reach those goals.
You have to important as who you are. Yes, you may get your dream and whatever else, but when you're like 80 years old and on your deathbed and you're looking back to, was it right for me to go and pursue this goal instead of spending time with this person? Yep. And I know we've all been in situations like I know, you all watching this know, we all have had interactions with people that are all about career. When it comes to real, they don't give a fuck. And it's like, well, when you get to the end of your lifespan, you're going to regret it. You will, because
we all get old. We need context.
You want to know what's the funny part is like most of my entrepreneur.
Like just before you carry on, Danny, like your career could burn like that. Your career could go. It could go.
Yep.
But you can easily get it back. You can resalvage it. You can start from zero and rebuild it up. Like, I mean, look at RDJ.
You need people there to pick you up when you fall.
These people here, I can't get these guys again. Like, that's it. You know, they're not replaceable.
You get one.
Once you burn a bridge,
you get one.
You can't fix it. You burn a bridge, that's it.
Done.
Yep.
You want to know what's the funny part is like most of my entrepreneurial friends don't chase anything. Like they know when to like take a break or whatever. Like and they're the hardest workers out of people that have the chasing their career. Like because entrepreneurial people know, okay, yeah, you know what? I did my goal for the day, but hey, I'm gonna play some basketball. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna go chill with some of my friends right here or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna ignore my wife just to get this business. You know what I'm saying? Like
your ambition cloud what's real, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah,
people especially let their ambition and their pursuit of things get in the way of what's real. And yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we'd all love to be living our $1 million lifestyles, doing whatever. But if the sacrifice is like don't get me wrong, I'd love for everyone to make it and us to still have this. But sometimes in life there is a trade-off, and could I hunker down for a year and get my dream? Absolutely. But then I may push you guys away.
Doesn't mean it's the best thing for you in the long run to do that.
Exactly. A lot of people don't realize.
Famous people commit suicide because, like,
a lot of people don't realize the difference between what's actually good for you and what you actually need. So yes, if you want that lavish lifestyle, that's good and all. But if you give up everything in pursuit of that, you give up someone who actually truly loves you, or you give up someone who your friends and your family and all these things because you're too scared of not making it one day. It can destroy a person. Yeah, it will destroy you. It will ultimately destroy you. If there's certain situations where that's not the case, of course, certain situations where you have to escape from certain situations, then that's a completely different story. But when it comes to if you give up on a person that shows that they truly care and that they're trying so hard to get through to you, and they are seeing what you're doing to yourself, and once you lose them, you will never get that person back, even though they want to trust you again.
I mean, I don't want to say it outright.
Whiplash is a great movie too. That's a
really good movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
I mean, I don't want to say it outright, but I think you guys all know of a situation that we've all dealt with the last year that can really attest to this whole that can really attest to this whole ordeal where it's like ambition and whatever over your connection with another.
Also,
it's having the boundaries, man. You need the boundaries. If you don't have the right,
you need the boundaries, man.
You're fucked.
Something else I want to touch on, like the dad in this movie, it's a classic example of a father trying to live through his kids.
Yes.
I hate when parents do that. I hate when parents do that shit.
Yeah.
Man.
When a parent lives through their child and tries to make them be the way they want them to be.
You're gonna be the star of this family. It's like, okay,
you're gonna succeed you're gonna succeed where I failed. It's like
exactly. You're gonna succeed where I failed. I hate those lines. I hate those
lines.
An
underrated arc.
It's like you don't. It's like I don't even like the kid don't even like the sport, dude. Like Darius, you know this because we played basketball before or whatever. Yep. There's that one parent in the bleacher, man. Don't you pass that ball to them? Don't you pass that ball? Or I've seen it way too many times, bro.
You know life story. They were a high school player, thought they were going pro, burned out, sprained a knee or something, didn't get a chance, and the kid the same thing, man. Like it's not
on that. I'm glad that you brought that up. I know I've often ragged on him for being everywhere, but The Rock's story is something that I think people should learn a lot from. It's like he wanted to be a pro football player, like he always wanted to, and then he had an injury and it set him back, but it led him to the journey of where he is now.
Yes,
like maybe it's meant to happen that way to lead you to something else. I bagged an acting role a couple of years ago, absolutely, but then I wouldn't have you guys because I wouldn't have stayed at home and built this YouTube channel. So everything in life is a trade-off.
Even
there's always a bad trade-off, man.
There's always a reason for everything.
Yeah, there's always a reason for everything.
Are in the ring together, and Carrie's still trying to carry on with his he doesn't have a foot.
Oh, that was heartbreaking, man.
Maybe Kevin's maybe God is trying to tell you this isn't what you're meant to do. Maybe you're not meant to do this anymore.
Yeah, maybe it's like a sign going, "Hello, McFly."
And then Carrie didn't listen, and we saw how it ended up. Like maybe Sometimes, whether you believe in God or not, whatever you believe in, there's signs that people like, hey, maybe this is not what you meant to do. Maybe you should be over here and not over there. Maybe you should. Maybe next time you get that feeling, you should listen to it.
Maybe it's trying to tell you the person you're meant to become. Like, I mean, hey, like that, for example, like with, not to get too personal with it, but like I may not be in films and entertaining the millions, but at one of my jobs, I'll say this on camera and I don't mind, I took them round the experience and they wanted to buy me a drink in the bar afterwards. They said I made their day, you know, I made their experience worthwhile. I gave them the best 90-minute show they've ever had. And something like that. Yes, it's not a premiere to the world for everyone to see on social media. And it's behind closed doors at the moment that only I know I had. But it's so empowering. And one of those moments is worth 10 of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the things as well is that I would also like to say to someone out there, right, is like, see if that one of those opportunities does arise where you feel like you're doing the right thing, but you're too scared because you're going to hurt someone, you're going to do these things. Yeah. Take it, because if you don't take it, you will never know what will end up happening. And that's even scarier.
You make choices and you don't look back.
Yeah,
regret is worse than failure,
and you just have to get on with it.
Regret.
At least you can say you tried.
You can say you tried.
Regret is worse.
If you tried and it failed, that's fine. But just make sure you try, because otherwise you might end up in a life that you don't want. And trust me, I have personal experience with this. I know some of you guys have got some personal experience with this, where you know someone will just try to make you think that the decision you're making is wrong, to make you feel like the bad one, but in reality you realize that it's not really the case. It's just that they might have been scared of losing you, they might have been scared of something. But at the end of the day, it's better to actually like do it and fail than sit there and go, what
it's better to say oh well than what if.
The sting from failure fades, because eventually you will succeed.
Regret never goes, and it makes you stronger, right? Like you failing, you get to a point where, especially again after the last year we've all been having, you know, you get to a point of where you're like, you know what, bring it on. I want to fail. Like I want to fail, so it makes me twice as strong to kick its ass the next time. Like it's like Rocky said, it's the best saying in cinematic history. I swear to God, it's not about how much you can get hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep getting back up and going.
Yep.
Let me ask you boys this. Where are all the most intelligent people at? Yeah. You guys know? Any other questions?
That's the moment where that could become a meme. You're like, where's the most intelligent people? None of us answer. I'm like, clearly not
in the stream anyway.
Not in the stream, apparently.
Because no one knew the fucking answer.
I'm gonna give you the answer. The graveyard.
Yeah. All the smartest people in the world are in the graveyard.
That's true.
Because
they didn't take the chance. Yeah. They didn't take a chance or whatever. Because like, hey man, like most dreams are because people didn't take a chance, bro. Yeah. Because it's like you guys were talking about the regret or whatever. When my business coach told me that, it just gave me new perspective. I'm like,
it's all well and good having dreams, but if you don't do fuck living.
Regrets what keeps you up at night. Regrets that like, what if I did this? What if I had done that? What if I didn't do this?
Even if, like, let's say hypothetically, I had a dream for us all to live the dream life from this YouTube stream or whatever 10 years from now. Even if that didn't happen, I can say, oh well, we had fun, and I had fun. I'd rather say, oh well, than man, what if? You know,
what if I didn't stop at that moment in time? See, like this is what I'm saying. So many people
are so scared. Like, you know, just imagine if you didn't put out that one more Robbie video. You know,
what if you didn't put out that one more Robbie video, bro? Because you just didn't feel like it.
What if I didn't decide? You know, I'm gonna go find Cobra Kai YouTubers. You know, I'm gonna go watch some Cobra Kai stuff. I would have been sat there dealing with some personal health stuff that I was going through at the time, all on my own with no one there. I mean, but I decided, you know what?
You had the critical drinker on your channel. What would have happened if you didn't do your podcast?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. There's so many things that, you know, I can say what if, especially in my life right now, you know. So you need to know that no matter what it is, no matter how scary it is, take it from someone like me or Jacob who have went through some, and Danny and Darius as well. We've all been through a lot of things behind the scenes, in front of the screens. You've seen some of it, you've not seen of it. But
like to get a bit personal, I don't want to get too personal, but 3 years ago, I didn't get into the college I wanted to get into since I
remember
6 or 7 years old. Literally, my mom went there. It was in my blood. It still is in my blood. I didn't get in. Is what it is. I was depressed for like a week, and I ended up somewhere that wasn't my first choice, wasn't even really my second choice, but I took it in stride, and I met you guys, I met some friends here, and I've come into opportunities that I never would have had if I were somewhere else.
And what if you didn't?
What if I didn't do that?
Didn't make those decisions.
What if I did get into where I wanted to? Who's to say I would be happy right there, right now? No one knows. Like, you don't know.
It's the same.
There's no use dwelling in what ifs, because
I can say the same thing, man. Like, as far as career wise, man, like I had a good job for the one that I had or whatever, like great job or whatever, you know. But like, you know, I guess I couldn't keep up with the work or something or whatever. But you know, and so they let me go or whatever. But you know, yeah, was I sad and it sucked and you're unemployed and it sucks, you know, because you got to go look for another job and everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it came back to you know, like, you know what if I didn't, like, you know, what if I kept on like trying to go towards that, you know, job that like they always, I'm like out in the field all the time, like I'm hot. It's like working outside all day, like you know what I'm saying, just like gruesome work, bro. Like straight up manly work, basically. Not to say anything, but you
gotta make the best of what you get.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Before this YouTube channel, before working in central London in an immersive theater experience, before like, you know, doing extra work and whatever else, I was in a newsagent's for 4 years, like a convenience store, like, you know, dealing with people throwing bottles at me, threatening to stab me, you know, all this stuff. And I just persistence. I got so low because I was like, nothing's fucking happening. And then eventually I uploaded one video and it spawned everything a year later.
Exactly. Yeah. I think everybody's got
any growth on my channel for 4 years. 4. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not an overnight thing. So anyone that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do YouTube, blah blah. It took me 4 years to see any results, and that was before
you have to do this stuff for fun first before you.
Yeah. See,
you have to do this stuff for fun first.
I met all of you in year 5. Like, for 4 years, I was fucking riding solo. Doing
exactly. Everybody here's probably done that, you know. I done the same. I was in and out of colleges. I was in and out of jobs that I wasn't really too fond of. I'd done YouTube at one point before I even met you guys back when I was like 16. Stopped it because of life situations, and then look how funny it comes back around.
It does. It comes full circle. It's like Daniel said in season 4 of Cobra Kai to Miguel. He was like, you know, your path is still being written. It's not always a straight line. Sometimes you got to go in like a circle, or it might go this way or that way. It doesn't mean that you're never going, because generally speaking, the dream is you go to college or uni or whatever, you get your degree, you get your dream job, you get the house.
Everybody.
But it doesn't
work that way.
Yep.
And I think
let me be the first one to tell you that it doesn't work that way.
I know. But the thing is, I think personally, the strongest people in the world and the most successful ones aren't the ones that like went the linear way. They're the ones that had the adversity. They're the ones that got told no. They're the ones that didn't get their dream job, and they're fucking killing it. Like, you know,
I'm gonna tell you,
it builds up your strength. You know, it makes you.
Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, let me say this real quick. I was like, look at the top people: Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk. They didn't go to college, so who's the smart one and everything? They got the last laugh and everything. So, like, you know, they're those college professors that said they weren't going to make it. They're too stupid. They don't know what they're talking about and everything.
Danny just reminded me of a very good point that one of my college lecturer makes. And this is how you know you're doing well in life, guys, right? I was in college recently whilst I was doing these streams. And I was dealing with a health issue at the point. But the second reason they gave me for leaving, and this is my college lecturer's exact words, Kanan or Adam, as you know, like at this point, people know my name's Adam anyway. But
they don't know you from Adam.
Yes, to be fair. I believe that you were never meant for college. You were meant to be doing what you're doing on YouTube. You were meant to be your own boss, doing your own things, because you were supposed to create things. And you know how empowering that is to hear someone who's told to tell you this is the best option for you. telling you it's not the best option for you. It's a very powerful moment.
I mean, on that, I never went to drama school. Like, I've done part-time drama school, but I never went to a fully fledged drama school. And dare I say it, like, anytime I've gone to an acting workshop or wherever else, they're like, fucking hell, Jacob, you're so good. Where did you train? I'm like, I worked on my craft as best as I could. I never went to drama school and did the conventional
self-taught, baby.
You know, so it's like, oh, how are you this good? You didn't go to a drama school. It's like, because I didn't feel like drama school. You know, I remember before I had the choice of uni or drama school, and I was looking at the success rates of people who graduated and then got into the field. I made the decision no, because it's a lot of money and it scared me off. Like, I was scared. My fear kind of prevented me from doing it. But in hindsight, I'm glad I did that, because I'm in the same position that half of the people around like my age in the class were at the time. They're in the same position as I am, and I don't have a debt hanging over.
Exactly. So
same. I graduated debt free.
Bring it in.
Yes, we're all debt free. Even when I went to college.
Not me.
Don't worry, Darius. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
Listen,
this is what I was saying.
If I didn't have to be here, I wouldn't be.
Everyone's path is different as well. So, like, Danny's journey and him, like, he wasn't meant to go that way. For me, maybe I wasn't meant to go that way either. But maybe you were. Like, I think that's the other thing, is that even though it necessarily wasn't for me, for you, Darius, it might actually have been like your journey. Like, and for Adam, it may have been your journey to go to college for a little bit as well. Like, it's all the building blocks of your own journey. And it's still a conventional template that everyone sort of, because they must, like Johnny Depp said it best, they have to fall in line with the person in front of everyone.
I'm telling you, I'm a college graduate, bro. I'm a college graduate. As soon as you get into that work field, dude,
any worse.
It's like, I'm a college graduate. I did graduate debt free. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if you can graduate debt free, it saves you a lot more time. Yes. But if I could tell anybody in the chat before we move on to the next subject, because we're getting past that. Before word of advice from the older man on here. If you don't know if you want to go to college, don't go to college. I know that's crazy. You need to be 100% before you even step into that field or whatever. Like
100% all in. So
you
have to.
Because like if you don't,
I'm
hearing it.
I was gonna say, like, if your mind and your soul and your spirit is saying, like, I don't know if I want to go to college, dude, that's fine. Take a break. Don't even go to college. Go straight to the workforce, and then, work it.
Into work. Going straight into work, I learned more.
Also,
go to the workforce.
Life lesson, Danny, that I think you would agree with. It's not about what you know; it's about who you know.
Who you know.
Dude, look at this. I mean, look at all of us. And that, Adam, that is why I'm in college. Like the learning is fine, but in my industry, I got to meet people, and that's what.
Yes, you need to meet people.
Yeah.
You need to network. You need to know.
Various networking is so fundamentally crucial, and that's
literally most of what I do is befriending other filmmakers and befriending professors.
Networking. And also, like, the other thing is, depending on the field of work you want to get into.
Yeah,
college and uni are essential if you want to be a scientist. Like that.
Oh yeah, lawyer, all that stuff.
If you're a lawyer, if you're a lawyer, doctor, teacher, I'm gonna need you to be like smart or whatever. I need you to be smart. I don't want no doctor operating on me and they had a C+ average. I'm sorry.
Your journey. That's when your journey has to be a specific
on
way.
That, I don't want any of you kids that cheated with ChatGPT in medical school to operate on me, bro. Do not.
Thank you.
Do not want any kids that cheated with ChatGPT in college and medical school that cheated on all your goddamn tests to operate on me.
Lord knows they're out there.
And and as far as like if you want to do a trade, that's fine, go to, because there's plenty of people that want to do trade school, and people wanted me to do trade. I was like, it wasn't for me or whatever. Like, I can do, it's like with me, I can do anything. I think all of us can do anything, but it just has to be for you too at the same time or whatever. What's up, RJ?
That is RJ.
That's definitely RJ, because it's Sons of Anarchy reference.
I find it funny because RJ,
you know what? Work 3 hours ago, and you're here now.
You said 10 minutes, dude. You said. Seriously, Derek. No, sorry, RJ. I swear.
Transition. Anyway, everyone give a massive shout out to the Sons of Anarchy legend that is RJ right here. Look at his handsome face. There you go.
RJ, at one point, I need to talk to you about Sons of Anarchy because I was a big fan of it before I even knew you guys.
There you go. That provides you.
I'm on season 7.
So
I've watched all of it.
I'm on Iron Claw, and I know we're going to transition. Oh damn, Jesus! I guess you could say they were tired. Sorry, dad joke.
What are we talking about?
I regret saying that.
College.
Before we transition, I'm just going to say this: the biggest takeaway from all of this is ambition is great, pursuing goals is great, but never lose sight of what's important and what's real. Because your career could burn tomorrow, you can always rebuild it.
Yep.
These 4 gentlemen that are here with me, if they go, I can't rebuild them. They're dead. To me, I love you boys, and this movie really freaking brought that home for me. I cried like 4 times like a bitch when there was just moments.
How did the college thing come about? What was going on with college?
Oh, so basically, we were saying that from this movie, we learned that ambition shouldn't trump what's real. You know, so we were like, okay, and everyone's path is different. Like me and Danny didn't really do university or college or whatever else, or you did, but you know. And then
I got told to leave by a professor because he thought I would do better on my own. Like we were talking about those sort of things.
Yeah, and basically, life isn't a straight line.
Yes,
I didn't go to college. I mean, technically, I am in college, but I'm not in college.
Technical school.
I won't be in that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even in that. I'm on like online. And
you might see us argue. You might see us argue. You might see us back and forth. But the thing that we always remember is it's only jokes, and we all
and you know. The way I see it, like these boys, there may be moments where we say things to each other. Danny, stop looking at me like that. The way
I say nothing.
I didn't say anything. Stop it, Darius.
I say nothing. I say nothing.
Yet no love. All I got is a. But you know, we may fight and bicker and squabble every now and then, but in a ride or die situation, I've got these mofos. So you coming for one of them?
It goes the same round. Do you know fine well if anybody comes after anybody,
I'm beating your ass.
You know fine well that there's going to be a raging Scotsman.
It'll be like Jax when in the season 4 finale.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Going up.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm already halfway there, man. I've got the hair. Don't even make me pull that out.
Right into the world.
I need to watch.
All alone.
I'm gonna commit.
You need to. It's a great show.
Like how long is it? Like
7
seasons.
7 seasons.
7 seasons.
92 episodes.
The first 4 seasons they kind of flow by.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start.
Watch it, man. You'll love it.
I'll start watching it.
The pacing is really good.
The pacing is really good. It's about brotherhood. It's about not necessarily like good people, but they've got each other's backs. They're ride or dies.
It's less on the slow burn type of thing. It's like it's straight to the point.
Charlie Hunnam is terrific in this role.
Get him as Green Arrow in DCU.
I want him as Green Arrow.
He is so good as Jax. Yeah. I see what he means by that. That's the role kind of messed him up, and he had to take a break.
Yeah.
Something like that, because Ron Perlman.
I mean, we can transition now as well, Danny, because I mean we've been on this like for like a good.
Yeah.
And to be fair, this is a great conversation. Like I do love our pop culture stuff, but I love it so much when we can reference how great a pop culture story is that hits home, and we can take away a real life lesson from it.
And Iron Claw, great movie. If you have a brother, any son or sibling or friend or close friends, go hug them after you watch Iron Claw. Before we transition, can I say something about the Iron Claw?
No.
Sure.
No.
No. Yeah, of course.
Oh, sorry. No, actually, RJ, no, it's not allowed today.
It's one of those films. I didn't grow up with Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell out.
No, sorry, but no.
I didn't grow up with any siblings or any brothers, but the minute I saw this movie, it made me want to call one of these boys and just check up on them. Like the movie just makes you mindset. Like, and if anybody in the chat, if they haven't seen it, please be like, bring like some tissues because
tears.
Warned me about that. I didn't realize how much I'd be crying. Like we said this earlier on. The minute I was bawling like a baby, and I haven't bawled like that since Logan. I used to be a brother.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, yeah.
That's still a great scene.
And like I said, like I shared it on my story earlier on, Zac Efron did not cry the whole movie for that reason, to save it for that moment. And
everybody in this movie, but him, Jeremy Allen White, terrific. I'm sorry, but
the dad was really good too. The dad, he was great.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole, but he was good.
I was like, get him, Zach. Get him, Zach.
Zac Efron. To me, after this performance, I put him up there. Like he's up there for me. Like as far as like
he acted his bollocks off.
Yes, I love that scene.
It's great. All right, Danny, read out the next item on the agenda, sir.
So we are going to be talking about the Batman 2. I know RJ's favorite franchise right there. So the Joker is actually going to be in this movie. So like, what do you guys think about? Yeah, the Joker.
Oh right. Oh.
Don't get your calm down. Jesus.
Look at Adam's face.
I second this.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. Like the minute I knew this topic was coming up, I had to change my name. I'm sorry.
It's like he's not gonna be the main villain. Like I think people can calm down. Like
fucking hell.
He's not.
I don't care, man. I just don't care. He's the Joker anymore, man. It's like Batman at this moment. There's like 3 different Jokers that you don't want to see. It's just like
we already know what it is, man. We already know. Like,
I just don't care for it anymore. Can you stop?
I just kept on saying. It's like I said. When you sign a Batman movie, just expect that you're gonna have a Joker in there somewhere, somehow. Like, it's gonna be for.
Like, can we replace the Joker with at least one of the Bat family members at this point? I swear to God, we moan about it every time we talk about this topic. We don't want Joker in every goddamn movie, and we want to see at least one Nightwing, one Jason Todd. Hell, I always rag on Jason Todd, but if I got him, I'd still be happy.
Shit, even give me Tim Drake at this point.
Yeah, give me Tim Drake, the one that no one really cares about. Come on.
Give me Stephanie Brown at this point. Like, Jesus, give me someone.
To be fair, they did do that, and it fucking went down the toilet, so I don't think that would work either. Just give us someone. I don't care. Give me Batwing. I don't even see the point in Batwing, but give me him. I'll take it.
Pay it no mind.
Whoa.
Keep talking.
So anyway, read out the list again. Read out the list again.
I just said like the Joker is returning like to the Matt Reeves universe.
Yay! Everybody wanted that.
And like, I mean, this is my theory on the whole entire thing. I think he's finna get a TV show.
Who?
Who?
No.
The Joker.
No. Don't put that evil in there.
No.
Daddy, don't make me fly all the way to Texas to backhand you. I swear to you.
It's not crazy for me to say it.
Why did you have to put that evil out there? You do realize they watch these streams because they always screw them up. And you just put that evil out there.
This world.
If I see another,
I mean, I'm just saying.
All I have to say is this is bullshit.
Yes, we don't need them. We didn't need them in the first one. We don't need them anymore.
I'm telling you, I have a vibe that they're about to make a Joker show. I don't know why.
DC every week. It's that scene from Breaking Bad with Mike and Walt where it's like, because it's what you do. Oh, it's what you do.
Yeah. I'm just like every time DC comes up at this point, I'm just like, what are they doing to like screw with it now? Like, can you please stop? Like legitimately, if I see Sony or I see DC on the list at this point, I'm like, please tell me what you're doing.
To it now, where I just go, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, I just don't get. Like, I'm just like, I'm so at the point where it's like, yeah, cool. Like as long as I see something like a Dick Grayson or a Jason Todd in there, like that's cool. But I don't care for Joker. If I see a Joker or Harley Quinn at this point, I'm sorry, they've got too much screen time.
But no.
I'm sorry, but no, actually, I don't want that anymore.
I don't think I don't think that he's gonna have a major role. At least I hope to God he doesn't. But like,
I just hope to God he's just sat there dancing about for like 2 minutes, and then it just cuts away from him. Like, that will be more entertaining.
He's probably talking.
I think he's gonna escape from Arkham.
I don't want him to escape from Arkham because then you know fine well either the third or the fourth one that they finally do. Oh, look who's the big villain again, Joker! Hey!
Right. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Keep him in that cell, right? And fill every villain into those cells and then have an Arkham breakout in like 3 movies. Don't break him out the cell now.
Yeah, exactly. What you need to do is at least show us some more rogue galleries. Gallery, man. Like, throw in the Clock King, man. I don't care. We got a friend that can play him. Let's go. Let's do something.
We do have a Clock King.
Like, I'm just sick and tired of seeing the Joker going, yeah, I'm the Joker. Like, we get it now. You're edgy. Cool. Don't even get me started, Jacob. Don't even get me started on that one.
It's not Barry Keoghan that I don't like. Barry Keoghan, I think he's really good. If you watch his,
no, Barry Keoghan is good. It's just that I don't want the Joker anymore. I'm Jokered out.
His rendition of the Joker. I just think that it should be used. I'm going to change this background to a Reeves universe. It should be used sporadically for now, and then used appropriately at the right time. Like now is not. It's not the right time.
I'm just sick and tired of seeing Joker.
I agree with Adam. Like I am a little Jokered out, but for me, they need to just
in the way
for Barry Keoghan. For Barry Keoghan's Joker, they need to just keep him as like a side character. Main villain, like. Side character, please.
I'm gonna say this: if he takes over the movie, if he's the main villain, we know what happened. We know Matt didn't do that.
Yeah, we know that's DC coming in and telling them about Warner Brothers coming in and telling them like, oh yeah, you need to, and I'll be like, Warner Brothers, if you want to do that, go join Sony, please, because we're already there.
Like, let's be real. We know Joker's gonna be in Brave and the Bold. We know he is.
Yeah, we know.
Stop! Don't make that a thing. I don't want.
Post-credit scene.
Did you guys see the post-credit scene? The Joker's coming back. Oh yeah, it's not like we didn't see him like 60 times.
And I swear to God, no matter how shit a movie is, right? YouTube the next day is flooded with breakdowns of that post-credit scene. What about the movie?
The Joker is coming. We already knew that, bro.
The red capes are coming.
The red capes are coming.
William,
what a pleasant surprise.
The red cape.
Yeah. I just got this huge vibe, man. Like,
you know what the funny thing is, right? To extend an olive branch to what Danny's saying, let's be completely transparent here. What we want and what they do are going to be two
completely different things.
So
yeah,
I'm preparing for the worst, but I'm hoping for the best.
Bro,
Cautiously optimistic.
I hope I'm wrong. I'm just going to say, I hope I'm wrong.
It's contrary to what people believe. I actually like to be wrong sometimes. But I unlike some, no, flapping your arms about like a freaking penguin on drugs. Anyway, I really hope that there's a moment where they don't. Just please don't do it. Like, please, but they're going to do it.
Yeah.
They're going to do it.
Everyone give a toast to this lovely gentleman here. He's off for the night.
Yeah, man.
I'll let you get a little final sentence or two in of your own, but I love you, broski. Raise a toast to this handsome Scottish devil here. Him and Danny's podcast is thriving, so make sure you head on over there and check it out.
There's a crossover that's still meant to happen that will happen soon enough.
Where's Rick?
Carl! Where is Rick?
Carl!
Girl!
Where's Rick? Fun and games, boys and girls.
Bye, lads. Cody, the time has come. Execute order.
Order.
66.
60 Cody. 60 Cody.
So it's just like, I hope that they don't do it, but there's just a part of me that thinks they're gonna.
It's
look, we got the They're gonna.
I'm just saying, it's like I don't want this to be true, but like I just got this vibe, like if he's gonna escape. Something just tells me he's gonna escape from prison, and then like he's gonna get his own show.
No,
I don't want it.
Bro.
Man, I hope I'm wrong about this. But what's the chances that I am?
Is he frozen?
No, he's just holding it.
No.
I can't believe I'm saying this. They should take a page from the MCU, but they did with Spider-Man, where they gave us Vulture and Mysterio, two villains that have never been on screen before.
There's
Yeah,
so
because
many
we know
characters.
we're not gonna get that with Brave and the Bold. I'm sorry. They're gonna give us villains.
There's
so many characters, man. Why are we focusing on like the same two? Like, hell.
Like why have we had how many Jokers are we up to? We had Cesar Romero, we had Jack Nicholson, we had
Adam West. I'm joking. I just felt like
Heath Ledger, Jared Leto, unfortunately. Joaquin. No, we have like 7 Jokers. What's like 7 Jokers? You know how many Robins we had?
2.
1. Technically 2.
1.
Technically 3. But we don't count
pretty
the
hilarious the way you're like 1. You get 1, bro.
I mean,
Chris O'Donnell.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was kind of Robin.
He ain't counting that. How does he in costume? He ain't counting.
He's kind of Robin, but not really. Not really.
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, Chris O'Donnell counts.
Danny Disbert.
It's like Chris O'Donnell tried. I thought like, Chris O'Donnell did good in Forever, but like then Batman and Robin came, and it came.
Nobody tried in that movie. Nobody tried. Toy commercial.
It was a 2 hour and 48 minute commercial of Batman. That's basically what it was. But hey, it has funny moments in that movie.
And everybody fell for it. They got what they wanted.
Hey, we all bought the act. Well, I know I bought all those action figures, so it's all
Yeah, but I'm tired of the Joker being like. It feels like with Batman, they're trying to be safe. Like, oh yeah, let's put the Joker in it because Joker makes money. Joker, like, can we do something else? Well, it's Batman. People are gonna show up regardless.
It may if the Nolan trilogy taught us anything, is that build up to it. Like Nolan's whole thing was like, I'm not here to sell toys or anything like that. I'm here to tell my story, and the toys still sold a bucket load anyway.
It's Batman.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna sell.
He'll always sell. Paris, you've never looked more badass than you do right now because you're just like
he's like the. And like I mean, like
I'm gonna start calling you. Hang on. I'm gonna pretend you're there. You go, Crosshair. There you go.
It's like Batman and Superman and Spider-Man. Those are your 3 popular heroes. Like they're always switching.
They're always gonna make merchandise. It literally could be a fucking movie about Spider-Man, Batman and paint. Batman watching paint dry would make money. It's Batman.
Oh no, I don't mean Echo is in the Marvel show. I mean the Clone like the Bad Batch character.
I don't know who that is, so I'm still changing it.
Hey, don't disrespect Echo.
Echo's a goat, dude.
I don't know who he is.
Echo's OG. Chill,
bro.
Careful how you talk,
bro.
I agree with this sentiment. Like giving more spotlight to other characters like Mr. Freeze.
Especially Mr. Freeze.
I still see.
Or if you're gonna give a,
but I think
RJ, you stupid idiot.
Bring Scarecrow back.
I think Mr. Freeze is gonna be in the DCU. Like most of those villains that we want probably gonna be in the DCU.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's my biggest thing is as long as Harley Quinn is not in here, I'm perfectly okay now. Like that's about it.
Yeah, if I see Harley Quinn,
it's like if I see Harley Quinn in the Matt Reeves universe, I'm gently gonna just like walk out the theater, ask for my money back, and just say like.
You said if Harley Quinn was in the Matt Reeves universe,
and I wouldn't even blame Matt because I knew it wasn't Matt's decision to do that. I knew he wouldn't do that. So
it's like, you give him like, no, I just want my money back.
But it doesn't matter though, does it? Sorry.
It doesn't matter. You have to pull out a rock reference.
I'm gonna head out. Sorry. It's like the Keanu Reeves thing where he was like, "Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have?" Yeah, that's what that was. But like, I mean, look, do I not love the Joker? No, I do love the Joker, but
we all love the Joker.
Not only do I want more spotlight to other characters, I want him to be built up right. And I really think my idea, and this isn't just because I said it, I think we could all, I think we can all agree. If you have the Joker in that cell, and you've got all these other cells around him, you keep filling them with all the different characters, one by one. Imagine the post-credit scene for the next Batman movie being, all right, you got Clayface in that cell, you got Scarecrow in that cell, you got frickin' Riddler and Joker. Like, you've got four villains in cells. The next movie, you make it 6. Fourth movie, Breakout. All of them.
It's like, the thing is, the Joker...
Like, imagine
the Joker
because by then, each of them is an individual threat. Having them all break out at once, it's like, oh my god, what's he gonna do?
The Joker can leave Arkham Asylum anytime that he wants to. Like,
that's
he's
true.
done it so many times.
He does it specifically.
He's waiting for it to build up in there, so he can.
Yeah, because like this is what like almost every Batman interpretation, like the Joker can leave like. We have seen Joker literally like walk out, like tip the driver at Arkham Asylum. He knows the whole entire dude's like bio information. Just say, "Hey, what's up, John? What's up, Joker? Hey, I'm gonna be gone for a couple of days. Peace. All right, man. Like, he can leave. Like,
yeah, what's up, John? Damn, that's that.
I mean, Lex Luthor does the same thing. Like, like in Metropolis, like he pays all the security guards up in there. Like,
the capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
The red capes are coming.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose for now we can probably transition on to the next topic, but I do hope that they tread with caution, Warner Brothers.
So, like, on good notes, we can talk about Superman Legacy. This is good. They're actually starting to do table reads. They actually got the logo of which Superman that they're going to be using or whatever. So what do you guys think about this?
I know what story that's from, by the way, that logo. That's from
Kingdom Come. Good comic book run, by the way. Yeah.
Great story. I think
somebody tried to adapt that and it failed.
Oh.
We all know who it is. But anyway, keep going, Danny. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No. It was Darius. Darius is on a roll.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
I have a theory about what they're doing. I don't think they're gonna do Kingdom Come. I think they're gonna do it in reverse. Which is like, if you don't know what Kingdom Come is, it's basically an alternate Earth where the superheroes kind of become, I don't know what word to use here. It's a political ideology that starts with F. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on stream.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
okay.
Ooh, okay. Gotcha.
You know what Hydra from Captain America is?
Oh, right.
So you're basically going to say that you're basically saying that they're fashion police.
Yes.
Fashion police.
That's
Stormtroopers.
Yeah, they're the Empire basically.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's basically what happens, Superman included. But what I think they're gonna do is, I don't think the DC is gonna do that. I think Superman's gonna be in a world that's kind of like that, not like outright like the fashion police, but like kind of gray, where superheroes are not the best people. Like they're still good guys, but they like kill people and stuff. And I think basically people that doesn't do that, basically.
So basically, like Batman is like a visual entity at this point. Like they already know about, like Superman already knows about Batman. Batman knows about Superman. Like they know about Aquaman and
cool. Superman and Batman are two of the only superheroes that don't kill people.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Aquaman probably doesn't. There's probably a few other people that don't, but like, I feel like in this world, because we know the Authority is going to be in here, and the Authority, they kill people. Like, they have no problem doing that at all. And I feel like because James Gunn's described it as like basically Superman exists in the world. He's kind and good in the world that being kind is old fashioned. So basically, it's like a world that's gray. But Superman's basically a black and white hero in a world that's gray, which he doesn't.
One thing that the MCU did right with Captain America's character is that, for all intents and purposes, he's a good dude, and he comes from a time when it was very like black and white, in terms of this is good, this is bad, into a world that's gray. It's nuanced. There's layers, there's levels, and it's a lot harder now to actually be a good guy than a gray guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a lot harder because there's the distinction and the barriers have moved so much that the type of character that Superman is, trying to be a good person in today's society. Oh God!
What's your motive? Why are you doing everything. Why are you being so good to me? There has to be a reason.
Because people.
Oh yeah, you remember when you said, Darius, like, just because you're an untrustworthy piece of shit, don't put that on me. It's like,
exactly. people like, oh yeah, because I'm like this, everyone's like this.
Could you imagine when I first brought you guys onto the stream? If we're like, oh Jacob, what's your end goal? It's like, I just want to talk nerd shit. Like what's
the end goal here?
Don't shoot me. It's not because you all look. Just don't shoot me, Christ. It's like, come on. Like, I'm just bringing you all on because I want to talk nerd stuff.
3 black superheroes?
Do you know what, Danny? Just on a quick side note, I'll let you have your moment. Go on.
What? I mean, I guess like James Gunn is actually gonna have 3 black superheroes, and guess what? Black History Month is ending. Okay, all right.
No further comment. Next thing. I'm not. Yeah.
No, but like that's what people say. Like, good guys are not as interesting as anti-heroes. I get it. We all love anti-heroes. Mm-hmm. Good guys need their place. Sometimes
anti-heroes.
Sometimes people are just good, and sometimes that can be interesting. Like, it's hard to be good, man. Especially when you have as much power.
I think anti-hero is a term that's kind of getting thrown around loosely now and is getting overplayed. Anti-heroes are the best characters because they're in moderation. They're not every character. Not every character is an anti-hero.
Speaking of, on a side note,
not every character is Jacob.
Hey, idiots! Batman is not an anti-hero. He's a hero.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm glad
he's not an anti-hero.
This guy,
really, Jason.
This guy down here.
Anti-hero. Red Hood is an anti-hero. Batman is not. There's a difference.
Punisher is an anti-hero.
Punisher is an anti-hero.
And there's also the term anti-villain.
Sometimes an anti-hero. Depends. But
because people say, "Oh, isn't Black Adam an anti-hero because he helps the good?" No, he's an anti-villain.
No,
and what an anti-villain is
not in the movie. He was.
No, don't bring that shit movie up. I know we're on the subject of Superman, but that movie, you lied to me. That post-credit scene. Anyway, I'm not going to rant. Henry Cavill is gone, and I need to accept it. Yeah, I know, probably a Cyclops, to be fair. Hey, it was an article the other day. It's not who I would cast him as, but hey, it's not who I would. Hey, I'm just saying Pedro. Anyway, Anyway, let me finish before I get completely sidetracked. Black Adam is an anti-villain, the same way Magneto is an anti-villain. Like they are villains, but they will
Magneto,
work if it pursues their goals. Like they'll work in collaboration with the good guys if they get something out of it. Yeah. That's an anti-villain. That's not an anti-hero. What's Deadpool? An anti-hero. He's not bad. He's not good. He'll kill people. He'll do bad stuff, but he's a good dude. Seems like I justify his actions with that statement, but it's true.
Batman is not. Batman's not an anti-hero.
No. People throw around that term the wrong way. I had someone try and tell me that Hawk was an anti-hero. I said,
no.
He's
a villain and then he's a hero. That's how that works.
He's not.
It's like Batman. Batman is a hero. Like I don't know, man. These new comic creators are like hate Batman for some reason.
Anyone that says Batman is an anti-hero, I just want to draw everyone's attention to the scene in the Justice League cartoon when he sits there on the swing with the girl who's about to die and he holds her hand. That's a hero.
Yeah, exactly. You think Punisher's doing that shit?
Punisher ain't doing that. Like he might if he, gets pushed to the point, but Batman is willingly choosing to sit there and hold her hand. That's a hero maneuver.
Because he knows how it feels. Because Batman, the thing is, Bruce Wayne.
RJ, what was the point of the Matt Reeves ending? I need to be something more than vengeance. I need to be something more than vengeance. I need to be a hero.
He needs to stop being. He needs to be hope.
He needs to stop being
hope.
If you mean Snyderverse Batman, that dude's an anti-hero. But
no. Wait. I don't know why you brought that up.
Why did you say that? I'm sorry.
Batman
this
is actually.
Just on a side note, in BVS, when he kicks the shit out of that dude with the grenade and he's like, bang, boom, I actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna.
It's badass.
But it's not Batman.
Yeah, it's not Batman. Not my Batman, but you know.
People don't. I kind of blame this on like a little bit of Snyder and a little bit of Tim Burton. But no matter how you feel about the Nolan Batman, he was a symbol of hope, and that's what Batman is. He's supposed to be a symbol of hope in a corrupt city of Gotham. So, like, that's the point of the character.
I've also got a quick throwback as well because it's us, and I'm just perfect timing. And there's a £10 donation. Lisa, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Everyone, raise a toast to Lisa. There's nothing in my bottle, but I'm raising a toast. Thank you, Lisa. Legend. Appreciate you. You did not have to do that. I'll play an obligatory clip. Let's play that one.
It's just good business.
There you go. It's just good business. Thank you, Lisa. But you remember how I say the structure of movies and shows is supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not 1, 56, 5, 111, and 50,000. It's not meant to be that. And look, it's the OG Notebook.
Another good guy hero.
What? Wow, fucking! I didn't get the reaction I wanted. I haven't brought this up on stream for like a year. Like, damn it!
You still have that thing?
I do indeed. I built my YouTube channel with this book. Of course, it was Spider-Man as well. You know, so I'm just saying. But I do think that's an interesting conversation to have. Is like what makes an anti-hero an anti-hero, and what distinguishes them from a hero. And Batman is a hero. You know,
Batman is a hero.
The only reason why people would say he's an anti-hero is because he's
dark.
He's darker than Superman is. Superman's a lot more light and a lot more.
Oh, but the thing is, Superman, like if you push Superman far enough, you get evil Superman, and you don't want those problems. So, I
swear to God,
it's actually a blessing and a curse that Superman is a good guy because he goes through so much shit. And even no matter what version of him you're watching, whether it's Christopher Reeve, Henry Cavill, and even the Zack Snyder movies or Brandon Routh, there's moments where he's just getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And you think to yourself, man, this guy's trying to be a good dude and people keep pushing his buttons. Eventually he's going to snap.
That's what I think the movie's going to be about. But instead of
doing an injustice arc straight away, they could build up to it over a series of 10 years.
Yeah.
And
like, imagine 10 years of build-up. Like how we got Captain America in Infinity War when he shows up, the stars ripped out, no man. Imagine that for Superman. But what?
You remember when I told you? You boys, when I said like, okay, if they're building up for this if they're building up to Superman to turn dark, I don't got a problem with it. It's like because you can even set it up in the Batman Brave and the Bold, or like Batman just meeting up with Superman, just saying like, "Hey, I cannot trust this dude." You know what I'm saying? Because like now I got my son with me now. Like I got Damian, and like, what if Superman
again? Yeah. Wait, what? What happened?
Nothing. It was just Batman is a very edgy hero.
I disagree with that.
It depends on the
version. But yeah.
Depends on the version. Depends on the
Frank Miller Batman. That's edgy motherfucker.
For sure, yeah. But if you're talking about the main original Batman, nice.
Well, if we're gonna, I can't believe I'm gonna.
Are we talking?
If we're talking, Batman.
I was about the Kevin Conroy and like that word.
I am
the series like
I am the Knight. I am.
Oh yeah. Okay, with that Batman literally had everything. Like, there were times there's times where he was dark, there was times where he was campy, there was times where he was just being a normal dude or whatever. So, that's why Batman the animated series holds up more than ever. Yeah.
I can't get Adam West out of my head now, where he's running with the freaking bomb and throwing it to the ocean. I'm like, Dark Knight Rises is inspired. Yeah, everyone do that. Let's do that. Let's for a bit of banter. Let's do it. Batman. There you go. Fucking.
Oh yeah, man. I even got the box set.
No. Okay, right. Okay. What's the next topic on the
I think the.
Look at that.
I think the suit's gonna look really good.
Oh,
Why is he holding it? You're holding it up like Simba from The Lion King. I can feel it coming.
It's the circle of life
tonight.
Yeah, man. Nah, I love Batman. That's my favorite hero of all time, or whatever. But yeah, with Superman Legacy, you know, we've been saying the same thing. We wanted to do good or whatever. Like, it seems like, you know, James Gunn got a good cast or whatever. I hope it does good. I'm excited. I really hope it does good.
No offense to Man of Steel. No offense to Man of Steel. But I want to see my Superman. You know,
my Superman hashtag. So you're basically saying that you want this type of Superman, Darius. Yeah.
Yes. Well, not quite that. Animated series. Superman.
Listen.
Oh, animated series
about that action. All right,
Justice League Superman.
Put the film out. All right, I want to see the film when they get finished.
So I
want to see this thing. It better be good.
You want this?
Better slap.
Best Superman.
Now, I'm not talking slapping like Will Smith. It needs to slap like the Big Show. Like, it needs to slap. Okay. It needs to slap.
And hopefully, if they get this right, hopefully, if they get this right, we can get that Batman and Superman crossover that we really wanted, that we could have got with, you know,
Public Enemy.
Like, imagine all of us anytime they mention the Joker, like us to Warner Brothers, keep Joker out of every movie. Yes.
I'll tell you one thing about this. I have to. I'm just gonna see this movie. I mean, as you guys know, I just need to see some. I need to see something like before I can really get excited for it. Can you stop saying the "oh God" bullshit, please? Let me talk, damn it. I need a project like this. Like, I just need this. I'm not like excited yet. I have to see something first, and then I can get excited. It's kind of like the Batman, where it's like I need to see the trailer. And I got excited. So I'm skeptical about this project. I still think it's a Justice League movie a little bit, but you know,
it's a Justice League movie.
It's a soft Justice League movie.
They're pulling from the stories that
but if it like f's up and it's not like 100% good, does that mean it's not the real cut?
I want to hear that.
It got to do good. That's all I gotta say. That's all I have to say.
No, it's not got to do good. It's got to do.
You did. You were like.
It got to do good. Yeah. There is no. Oh, it was just okay. No, you don't want me to say it's just okay.
I have.
If I walk out of Superman Legacy and I go, that was pretty good, then I'll be all right. If I come out of the movie going, that was all right.
Like, I think James Gunn, I think the movie will be good, but whether it slaps or not, like, I don't know. Like, it's
like the thing.
If it lives up to its potential, if they're pulling from the stories I think they are, which is All-Star Superman, Kingdom Come, what's so funny about Truth and Justice? If they pull from those,
we have some.
I think it's gonna be great. But
yeah, because my thing is this. I think if it doesn't do good, he's gonna have to wear that L forever, bro. Like.
Well, yeah, especially because he's been talking a lot on Twitter. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, because the thing is, James is literally fighting Snyder fans, and now he's fighting Superman and Lois fans. So now you got two of these groups of people that are coming at you, like saying like, "All right, man, you talked all this noise."
There's always more.
Yeah. So I guess we could transition.
Yep. Oh, okay, cool. What's the next topic, sir? What is the next?
So this is going to be about Spider-Man.
Ah, shit.
Oh, here
Spider-Man
we go.
4.
It's the gift that keeps on
Right,
giving, guys.
RJ, I think it's only right that you kick it off. Go ahead, bro.
It's our friends, guys. It's our
And
friends
the competency of how Sony wants to rush everything, and
Sony.
they're
I can
rushing.
tell you right now, I'm gonna debunk this rumor right here and right now. It's not gonna happen.
It literally can't happen.
It can't happen.
Wait, hang on. Can someone? Whoa! Before we go on the tirade, so I know that I'm ranting about the right thing. What's the rumor?
According to Daniel RPK, I mean, hey, we're talking about it. So he says that that Sony is trying to rush Spider-Man 4 to release next year in June in 2025, which is not going to happen because, first off, I don't believe this rumor because Tom Holland is doing a play, like he's doing like a Romeo and Juliet thing from like I believe it's from March to August, and
spoiler alert, he'll die.
What?
Well, Romeo.
I was like,
guys, if you didn't know, Romeo and Juliet die.
Romeo and Juliet die at the end of the play.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That movie is very weird. The one with DiCaprio, it was very strange.
That was weird.
Like they're fighting with swords, but they're guns. Yeah.
Speaking of DiCaprio, now we'll talk about that off screen.
Hold on, that's not DiCaprio.
Don't do that, bro. Anyway, I don't believe. That's one of the reasons why I don't believe it, because if they were actually rushing it, he wouldn't have done that project. So this is my problem with Scoopers. This is engagement bait.
And leakers.
What the hell was that? What was and linkers?
Freaking Americans. Carry on.
Freaking Americans for the freaking British.
Not you guys.
Oh, but no, I feel like the movie is gonna come out in 2026. They're trying to take their time with this project. I don't think it's gonna be a multiverse film. I don't believe that rumor either. Would I be surprised if Sony was gonna force it? Yes, but I don't know if you guys saw the article, but
the hell was that?
That was you. Don't bullshit us.
Huh?
Anyway.
What did I do?
Oh no, that was something else on your end. That was on your end.
All right.
Yeah, it's you. Bullshit me. No.
What the fuck you talking? I'm listening. Carry on.
Shut up. But
you shut up.
You shut up.
Fucking idiot. Go on, carry on.
You.
All right, I will shut up. How about that? Continue.
What? But I think it's gonna be a street level film. I was talking to Darius earlier about this. I think they're waiting for Daredevil to finish up.
Piss off.
You piss off. I think they're waiting for Daredevil to finish filming because I think it's a Spidey and Daredevil film, and I think it's gonna be what we all think it's gonna be, a street level Marvel film. So yeah, fuck Sony.
Fuck Bruce Willis.
Really getting tired of getting interrupted.
Yeah, if this is true.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm in agreement with RJ. I don't think this is necessarily true, but if it is, I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because this is the same company that's put out Madam Web. Okay, they clearly don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna film this movie in
I'm sorry
5 months."
I'm sorry.
I mean, this is the same company trying to rush out Karate Kid this year, so it's not that
Karate Kid 6.
But
well, on that note, before you continue, did you see I don't know if you gentlemen read the article that said that Madam Web, that it flopping at the box office ruined
61 million.
That it like canceled any chance of like more spin-off projects for Sony.
So maybe it was a blessing in disguise.
Basically, Madam Web failing could have gave Sony no leverage in the negotiation rooms when it comes to Spider-Man.
That is true.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
Yeah. And I can tell you right now, if Craven fails,
Oh, it better.
It will.
Don't go and
worry.
see that movie.
No
Don't watch it.
It will. It will fail.
But the only thing is you got to worry about Venom. For some reason, Venom.
Oh, Venom is gonna make money. Venom will make money because it's Venom.
Venom has his fans, man. For some reason, that's
why.
Why do people like those?
They're not good movies, man. But hey,
the second one is a disgrace to films everywhere.
But it made money though.
I hate it with a passion. It's like, yo, dudes, I now know who I am. Like, I don't need to see this in a movie. Why has Venom got a glow stick around his neck, fucking in a club, bloody going, yeah?
But I think they said it made most of its money overseas. Like for some reason, people overseas love Venom.
You're bloody crazy. Stop watching this.
I mean, it's the same thing with Transformers and Jurassic Park. They get propped up by overseas money.
And they're making another Jurassic.
Age of Extinction was set where it was.
Like I guarantee you right now, I feel like this is just my hopeful brain here. I really feel like Madam Web failing really set Sony was like, you know what? We're just gonna just shut up and just stay out the way. Like Tom,
I hope so. Stick to stick to the Spider-Verse.
Again, that's my hopeful side saying it because
I don't think they're smart enough for that, bro. I
don't think they're smart enough.
Like I said it's my hopeful side saying that. I didn't say for sure.
There's a level of incompetence where they'll go, you know what? On Tuesday, they'll go, you know what? Let's stay out the way. On Thursday, they'll go, so Phil, how about that Silk movie?
Because the thing is, as soon as the Venom movie makes its money, and it probably will, they're gonna say like, "Oh, we got this." You know what? No, we got it.
Also,
we got it. We know what we're doing.
People got to remember, like Sony's desperate. The reason they might be trying to rush the movie is because Madam Web has lost them a bunch of money. Madam Web lost them a shit ton of money. Okay, Beyond the Spider-Verse is a few years away because animation takes a long ass time. Venom is going to make money, sure. Craven's going to fail. They need money. It might be why they're trying to do this.
Also, other than like Spider-Man, other than Spider-Man 4, what other projects from like Sony have been greenlit?
Because they got the boys.
I'll tell you what.
No, I'm not talking about.
Sony watched Infinity
War.
Hold
on.
Sony watched Infinity War, and they were like, you know what? Let's be like Thanos. Let's not give up. Let's use that energy and keep pumping out shit.
Yeah. Ghostbusters has a big fan basis. Like, and the last movie did pretty good. Yeah.
The last movie wasn't that bad, to be honest.
I'm not right. I know, like those will do it. I'm talking about like Spider-Man related projects. Other than Spider-Man,
they have that Silk show.
They're planning on doing that Nicolas Cage one, Spider-Man Noir. Oh, yeah. That's what they want to do.
And they have more animated films in development. They have an R-rated animated Spider-Man for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
What?
Was there a reliable source?
Yeah.
Sorry, did I hear that correctly?
No, who said that?
Yeah, I heard that Spider-Punk is supposed to be getting his.
2 people.
Okay.
What?
That won't come out. But anyway,
it's not gonna come out.
That's not gonna come out. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen.
But no, like because don't they have to? From the Sony deal, don't they have to make a movie? They have to make movies. Like, I know they can make shows, but don't like.
The thing. We may want them to stop, but if they have this thing where they have to keep pumping out movies,
well,
what's the alternative?
They only have to do one every 5 years.
A movie?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, does that include Spider-Verse or any Spider-Man related movie?
Not Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I thought the deal was they had to make a.
Is that Spider-Man included, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
No. No, it's. I think it's just, no one really. The Sony Marvel contract's fucking weird. It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Okay, no.
This is how it works because, like, they say, like, basically, Sony has control over, like, the what's going into the movie, but like MCU has like all the promotion type of stuff.
Did you know the licensing deal between Sony and Marvel means Sony also controls the film rights to roughly 900 characters from the Spider-Man universe?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Sony basically gets final say of what's in the.
Yeah, they get the final say. Like they control everything in the movie.
Yes,
so like,
basically, he gets how Tom Rothman said it. They view the deal. This is the original deal. they put Spider-Man in the MCU, but in the Spider-Man solo movies, they have to put an MCU character because Sony wanted the MCU character so bad in the movies. That's the reason why Iron Man.
People that complain about Iron Man and shit like that's because Sony wanted that, bro. That's not.
Because then again, Tom Rothman doesn't like superhero movies. It's on record for him saying it. So he thinks they're over expensive movies. It's kind of stupid.
Literally mad. He said he got mad that they succeeded because he's just like, okay, I have to make more of them. He's that kind of guy.
Wow.
But anyway, like
he's he's the traditional Hollywood person. Like, why are we doing superhero movies? Those for kids and everything. Stupid. Like
the thing, what it is with Tom. He basically when he signs his contracts, he waits till like Kevin Feige and Sony discuss what's gonna be how many movies and stuff, and then they bring it to him. And it's really it's Sony that brings it to him, and he signs a Sony only contract. Like, and in that contract, it's probably like, okay, you're gonna be in this Avengers movie, you're gonna be in this, like how many Spider-Man movies? Like he's part of that.
Yeah. It goes back to, do you really want these people that don't care about your characters like in charge of your characters? Like, do you really want these people writing your stuff if they don't like your characters?
This is why people say, so I get it. People don't want Disney to own everything. And I agree. Disney should not own everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But first off, if you want to be technical, if Marvel got Spider-Man back, it's Marvel's character. Like they created it. Stanley C. Ditko created the character. So it's not like they'd be buying something that's not theirs. They'd be buying their own thing that they should never have sold.
I mean, someone commented here, why doesn't Marvel buy the rights back to Spider-Man? And Sony will never sell just
because Sony will be like, we want
valuable IP they have.
You know what Sony be like, we want.
The way I see it, Disney would have an easier time buying the studio than they would buying Spider-Man.
And also another thing is like,
you know what their best hope is if Sony Pictures tanks, if Apple or anyone else buys Sony, the rights go back to Marvel immediately. No matter
but the thing is, like, Sony has their own technology. They got their own studio. Like, they got, and like
Sony
this is what
Sony Pictures doing really bad right now. Like Sony.
This is what Sony.
But Sony proper one.
This is how Sony makes their money, though. And it's really smart what they do. You got to give them props on it. They don't have their own streaming service, which is smart. They license all their stuff out. Like they literally do. That's what keeps it. That's what keeps them like. That's what keeps them afloat.
But also the reason why they still have the rights is because, and there's a reason why they rushed Man and Web, Morbius, because they do have to keep making them. They have to have a Spider-Man movie coming out at least every 2 years. So like the last one, they gotta wait like 2 years. If they don't have one coming out, that's like they break the deal, because their original contract that they signed was that in order for them to keep the Spider-Man character rights, they had to make a movie every 2 years.
Yeah,
that's why they rush these movies like with Madam Web, and
there was a 5-year gap between Spider-Man 3 and TASM. So like,
I think that was like
the old contract.
It was an old contract. I think
from TASM onwards, that's probably when it changed.
I think that's when it started,
because as soon as TASM 2 was done, 2014, literally a year later on, they were like Tom Holland cast.
I mean, let's just look at it from their point of view. If you're Sony, would you give back up Spider-Man? Let's just answer the question. No, you will not, and everything. Like, you'll be stupid.
It's one thing for Universal to have the rights to Hulk. It's one thing for Fox to have the X-Men. The 3 biggest superheroes in existence, and we've had them all back to back. I see what you're doing there with the list, Danny. Batman, Superman, and who?
Spider-Man.
It's those 3. Those are, I mean, obviously, yes. Oh, what about Wolverine? Yeah, okay, but the main 3. Like, the main 3 that everyone knows. Every man, woman, and child knows those 3. You know? My freaking gran would probably go and see Spider-Man. Like, every single casual goes to see these movies. And the problem is just they keep churning them out. And you're doing more damage to the brand. That's the problem, is these solo spin-off movies, a lot of these characters are not interesting enough to have a movie to themselves. They are meant to be opposite to Spider-Man. They're his rogues gallery for a reason. Like, they're meant to challenge something about him. He's meant to challenge something about them. That's why it works.
The thing is,
you lose everything.
I was watching
every movie they're fighting the villain of themselves.
Yeah, I was watching the Critical Drinkers podcast today. Shout out to Drinker, badass dude. He was saying he was basically saying the same thing that we were talking about. Is like, dude, if these movies are not doing good, and also like somebody said like, but if they were doing good or whatever, will we all be complaining? And that's just the thing. They're just not doing good. Like if they were doing good, none of us would be complaining about Sony's stuff right now. But
honestly, if they were doing it like this, I still would, because I don't even a good Madam Web movie doesn't really do anything for me. Like it's just not
because
the 90s series. I just think of the 90s series and be like, why isn't this Spider-Man?
This is my biggest issue with Sony. This is the opportunity that because you can't use Tom in your movies, in your universe, whatever.
Well, they could, but it'd be like it had to be a different.
Well, they could, but I don't think they.
That's why I think they're gonna get
I think there's an underlying thing with Tom, like with his contract. I think that either he doesn't want to do it, like he chooses not to do it, because they've asked him to appear in like Madam Web, but he said no. Like,
no.
To me, what they should do. You know how DC they take advantage of the Elseworld shit. Sony should have said, you know what? Since Tom is in the MCU, Andrew doesn't want to come back unless Feige's involved.
Just do the Elseworld Spider-Man.
Miguel O'Hara.
The problem that I have though.
No, not even just that though. They have so many. There's so many Spider-Man characters. Like use Miguel O'Hara, use Spider-Man Noir.
But the problem that I have is that we may have a perfect movie. Let's say, for instance, post No Way Home. Imagine like a Craven Hunt movie with Spider-Man. You can't do that now because they've gone and done this Craven movie. And even if they did have Craven in the MCU Spider-Man, you've set the expectation that he fucking sucks. And you've taken Venom and Carnage, his two most iconic villains besides Green Goblin, and you pissed all over the both of them.
They can still use Craven, just not Aaron Taylor Johnson's Craven.
Yeah, but now, like Jacob said, like the casual audience, they see Craven, think he's a fucking loser, got bit by a lion or some shit. And now,
a radioactive lion.
I'm like freaking.
Got to get it right.
Club and Carnage.
I'd be true, but I think they could easily change it. I mean, they
probably will.
But it's just like, for me personally, I really want to see Tom Holland have a Venom symbiote story. I do.
You will.
But I want Venom in there, and I don't want Tom Hardy's Venom in there. You know?
Oh, I think it'll either be Matt Gargan or they'll probably.
I want the Eddie Brock story. Like I want it done right.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't. This is the problem that I have with freaking DCU and all this shit. But I can give them a pass because they're building the universe from ground up. But with Sony, it's like you're taking characters' origins away from the origins of their character. So what? We now have to go straight to Matt Gargan, and we can't do Eddie Brock because you've used him already, and like you're changing the origins. Like you're pissing around the law.
What Sony's doing, like they could be doing, like look at the success of Spider. You know why Spider-Verse is good? Because it's true to the character. Spider-Verse is true to the characters. Like it's a new story, yes, but it doesn't shy away from the Spider-Man like mythos. It fits with it. Like, it fits.
But also, you know why it's good? Because it ain't Sony Pictures doing it.
Sony Pictures.
Yeah. Also, even though Miles is front and center, Peter doesn't get disrespected.
This is what they should have done, because this just shows you how Sony is so out of touch. Because when they bought the rights to Spider-Man and the lore, they just saw, you know what, Peter Parker. They took it what was the most popular out of the Spider-Man lore, and they said, you know, we're just gonna do that. Because the past 6-7 years, Sony has wasted our time and our money with just, I'm being that type of fan today. They wasted our time, our money.
Yep.
Be that entitled fan, damn it.
I'm being that fan today. I'm being like, but
they're taking some pictures out of my book. Finally, finally.
They wasted our time.
You created a monster, honey.
A Madam Web.
I know I did.
A Morbius movie.
A recurring theme.
Venom movies that don't have any connection to Spider-Man. When you could have made a Miguel O'Hara movie, which could slap with the right writing.
We are Venom.
You have Spider-Gwen.
Love you, Cody.
You got Silk. Like you have so many Spider-Man. I
That's
could go
the
on
thing,
and on.
Okay, because Sony had an excuse back in the day, like in the 90s when they bought it, there was no other Spider-Man. It was just Spider-Man and Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
That was
right. Yeah.
But now, so the way the deal works, every time Marvel makes a new character, Sony gets those film rights. Every time they make a new Spider-Man character. So when Miles existed, Sony got his film rights. When Silk existed, Sony got her film rights. When Spider-Gwen existed, Sony got her like Marvel is giving you new characters to make movies on. You're not doing shit with them other than Spider-Verse, which is not even Sony Pictures. It's Sony Animation. Like you have
that's the thing. They should have did that from the start. The minute that Tom was announced as a new Peter and he was in the MCU, Sony should have said, "You know what? Let's look at other Spider-Man related characters and make movies." About them.
Bro, they could have done a Spider-Verse cinematic universe. Imagine solo movies for all the Spider-Man.
This is my personal opinion. You don't need Peter Parker for that.
The only issue that would arise, and this is the main reason why there's a huge problem. It's not Sony's incompetence, even though that's a big problem. It's not the fact that Marvel only own part of the character. When you think of the Spider-Verse characters, yes, like don't get me wrong, there are people growing up today with Miles as their Spider-Man, like Miguel O'Hara's got his impact, all that kind of stuff. But who's the one guy that everyone knows?
People care about Peter Parker, man. That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
And the main thing is like you can reference Peter, but you can't use him. Like it's like.
Well, okay. On that note, to me, this might be an unpopular take. I don't like when they had Peter Parker in the Spider-Verse like related stories. I think that Peter is better when he is when it's traditional and like it's just him and Miles sometimes.
I would rather they didn't reference him at all. Like in the Madam Web movie when they reference Peter, I'm like, I'd rather you didn't do that at all.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what
I don't like. Sony's like, okay, you guys want Peter Parker? Here he fucking is. Here's a baby. He's like,
why would you do? Why?
To me, I'm not like with these Sony.
But this is where it gets confusing. The post-credit scene's like, oh yeah, I'm putting together a crew. We're gonna catch a spider. It's like, but he's not in your universe.
Which one?
To me, though,
I told Darius this, and like I told Strike this too. Like when we were in chat or whatever. I think what Sony's main problem is, since they are a Japanese company. I mean, in Japan, they love Spider-Man. They love Spider-Man over there. But it's one of those things of they don't have to have like Spider-Man inside the film. They just appreciate Spider-Man lore over there. So like they made most of their money in Japan. So that's probably how it is. Maybe to us, we say like we want Peter Parker or whatever, but to them,
I'm not saying I need Peter in a Madam Web.
This might be a hot take. I think I talked to RJ about this. I think Peter will always be my favorite Spider-Man. Always. I love Miles to death. Peter's my guy. That's what I grew up on. He's gonna be my guy forever. I think Spider-Man is getting bigger than Peter Parker.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Movies.
Spider-Man is becoming like
just make them good.
That's the point. Peter in these movies. I'd like them to make that distinction now. Like make a choice. Like you keep dabbling in it.
Because the thing is,
part of me worries.
To do that. They did
like, my biggest worry and my biggest concern is, yes, don't get me wrong, we've got 3 live-action Peters. That's great. Will there be a live-action Spider-Verse with them and Miles and Venom and Tom Hardy and everything down the road? Of course. Like, I guarantee
most likely
5 years down the road, there's going to be a live-action Spider-Verse properly. Like, I guarantee you. But part of me worries they want their own Spider-Man.
Remember what I told you about when I saw after Across? I said that.
Yeah, I've been said that.
I mean, bro, there was a rumor that they offered Andrew Garfield to come back and be the lead of this Spider-Verse.
They did. They tried.
And if you think about it, if you look at the TASM movies, Madam Web fits in the universe. Freaking Morbius fits in the universe. Venom fits in the universe.
Remember what I told you boys after I saw Across the Spider-Verse? I said that it felt I said that it's big. It's become like the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man lore has become so big now. That it's like Darius said, because we talked about this many times. It's bigger than Peter. It feels like Sony literally could have had a Star Wars-esque universe with Spider-Man related characters.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's a good point.
That's a disappointing factor in this.
Like, do you know? Do you have any idea?
Everyone's always going to go back to Peter Parker
for sure.
And even Sony themselves are doing it because they know that's where the money is. And it's like they haven't got Spider-Man.
It's like it's like we can talk about Ben Riley, we could talk about Miles, we could talk about Gwen, but at the end of the day, it's all about the OG. It's all about the OG. That's who most majority people care about.
Leave it the fuck alone and just focus on the characters away from Peter. But because of how much they reference him, of how much they dabble in, or maybe he's here, maybe he's not, I genuinely believe post No Way Home, because remember, before Spider-Verse was a thing, before No Way Home was a thing, the whole prospect of Spider-Verse seemed like a completely distant memory. And Sony, like, it seemed like something that was far out of reach. But Sony saw that Spider-Verse made money. And then they were like, No Way Home, we could bring the other Spider-Man.
They got the wrong lesson out of it, like every studio does it.
Like, they were like, oh, there can't be more than one live-action Spider-Man at once. No. But then it happened, it made money, and then I guarantee you, they went to Andrew Garfield and said, hey, you can come back if you're in this universe. Because Andrew
remember those times. Like, wait a minute, didn't you fire me? Like
every single Sony movie, Morbius, Venom, whatever, it fits that kind of universe. Like it fits.
Well, it's like I told you, boys.
I really believe that they're gonna have a Spider-Man eventually, and I don't know how Tom's gonna feel about it, and I know he's not gonna like it. But I really believe Sony are gonna have their own Spider-Man.
They're gonna either have another Peter or they're gonna have Miles take over.
If I'm Tom, I'm saying thank the Lord that I don't have to be in that shit. Because
the way I see it, like Tom Holland gets to eat good. He's with the two goats of Spider-Man live action. He spearheaded his own movie. He arguably grew past beyond what they were. You know, he's got the street level Marvel in the MCU. Like he's eating good. But Sony will want a Spider-Man of their own. They really will. Like
this is what I've said. This is what I've said in the past.
There's going to be two Peter Parkers at once.
After Venom 2, I said, you know what? I don't care about these shitty Sony spin-off Spider-Man films. Unless it's Tom or Beyond the Spider-Verse, I'm not spending money on these movies anymore. Because I just don't.
Thank you.
Like, I don't care.
He's fun. They have learned.
If there's like an article, Variety saying, "Oh yeah, there's a live action. This Sony's developing this project." I don't care.
They have finally learned the ways of Danny.
I will be there for Spider-Man 4 and Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Support what you want.
The other stuff, I don't care because I already know my Spider-Man. Tom's in the MCU. I'll be there day one supporting. But anything else, I don't care about these Sony Madam Web 2.
You know what the sad part is? Spider-Man is doing it well everywhere else. Live action movie Spider-Man, MCU, good. Miles and Beyond the Spider-Verse, good.
Good.
The game, great. Like it's just this one part. Like Sony's the weak link in their own character. How's that even happen?
But it clearly feels like they've not actually formed a plan or a roadmap. They're just going from one movie to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they haven't formed a plan.
Madam Web is not even the same universe as Venom or Morbius. It's its own
universe. You could do all these movies without, like, let's say, okay, I don't get a say. They're doing it without Peter Parker. I feel like there's something missing because Peter Parker is Spider-Man. It is beyond him, but it's always him. Like it always goes back to him. But if he's not in the universe,
like
you can still work with Silk. You can still work with Miles, Miguel. Like there's so many characters you can work with.
It's just like when
where they've earned it. They've just gone from one thing to the next, and they can't make a clear distinction of right. We're fucking up with the MC. I'm sorry. That post-credit scene of Vulture. Right, the biggest disrespect and slap in the face to Homecoming that I've ever seen. You've pissed all over his character arc.
Sure did.
This was a family.
It's like they're getting the.
Like, oh, I'm gonna catch a spider. Like, no.
He doesn't even hate Spider-Man. Spider-Man saved his life.
What's wrong with you? Like,
Spider-Man saved his life.
They're getting the wrong ideas when not having Spider-Man inside their universe. Just like no one doesn't like it when Batman was not in his universe, aka Gotham, aka the Batwoman crap and everything. Like these
are the options that I feel Sony have at that, and again,
or Gotham Knights.
Like, we may not like it, but these are the options.
They're still fighting sick, right? I like the fight.
Okay, so these are the options. Option 1. You clearly distinguish that Tom Holland is his own thing. He's not our Spider-Man, right? He's the MCU Spider-Man. We're not going to keep fucking around with his shit, okay? And then you inevitably have one of your own. Or hold on. I'm looking at it from Sony's angle. I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. And then the other option, you leave Peter Parker out of it entirely. You take your time. You stop pissing around with Peter's lore and legacy and work with Miles or Silk or Gwen or whoever. You earn it and do it right. Like, those are the two options that I feel are most likely. Because if we're looking at the track record of these movies, what have they done? Pissed around with the MCU formula of like Tom's Spider-Man story because they can't make a distinction whether they're coming or staying. Next week, shall we go? Next week, all that kind of malarkey. They can't make a clear distinction on, right, we're doing it without Peter, but we're going to keep referencing him and shoehorn Uncle Ben into Madam Web. It's like, make a distinction, make a choice, make a decision.
They're not going to do that.
Like, they keep wishy-washy. Like,
bro, Sony is so fucking
make a choice.
They tried to, and Morbius came out. They tried to trick people into thinking it was in the MCU, so they go see the movie. You remember that trailer?
Yeah, the Raimi,
They wrote murderer like they're referring to Far From. Like they're talking about Far From Home. Like it was
and that's the thing. They can't.
But
that's the thing. They can't make a decision. They can't make a choice. It's like, make a choice. Now, those two options. The reason I feel like they're the most likely is because either way, someone's going to be pissed off. Like, all right, you get a connected universe. The movies are actually decent. The characters aren't bastardized. They aren't pissed.
But where's Peter?
But we've got no Peter.
And honestly, I don't even trust them. I don't trust them to handle I don't trust them to handle Miles' story in live action. They're gonna fuck him up too. I don't want them doing Miles' story.
If they're, for me personally, if they actually were to build their own Spider-Verse without Peter, if Peter's in the MCU, I would not be asking where is Peter.
However, to that, the problem is they keep fucking up his villains that are all linked to him. That's the problem.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but like I said,
like characters like Kraven, Morbius, and Venom, they're key to his story arcs.
No, for sure.
Like, characters like Silk or Miles or Miguel, you can do that without Peter. Like,
no, but I'm saying
those guys are his villains.
There's no reason for, and this is why I feel like
they can't make a choice.
No, for me, I feel like there's no reason why,
pre-charge it.
They can't do like Sony's gonna Sony like that. To me, that should not stop unless there's like
I don't trust them.
That should not, like, we all collectively don't trust Sony. We don't like them. To me, that should not stop Kevin Feige and Tom Holland saying, "Hey, we're gonna put Kraven in our movie. We're gonna make our own Kraven, and we're gonna make it good." To me, that shouldn't stop them. If they want to do Kraven's Last Hunt, like for me, for Spider-Man 5, they should absolutely do it.
I mean, that's why I want with like the Venom stuff. I want them to do Brock the right way, like earn it. Don't just the Venom. Like,
this is my opinion. This is literally my whole entire opinion. Like Sony,
man,
you're gonna get 75% of the money. Just
that's let them cook.
It's like
get out of the way.
Even though
it's just good business.
Like it says, it's just good business. Let him, like, obviously Kevin Feige knows what he's doing with Spider-Man. Let him just do it. And
also,
but they're gonna get the wrong.
You know what this is? This is what happens. This is when like you're in a group project, right? No one else knows what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Someone else knows what the hell they're doing. But you're like, no, I want to do it my way. But you're a fucking idiot. That's what Sony's doing right now.
No, I'm gonna tell you right
now. You're partnering with a smart kid. You're like, no, stop. We're gonna do it my way. Like, no, just let them do the work. Like, what are you doing? You don't have to do any of the work. You get most of the money from it anyway. Why are you trying to insert yourself?
But this is a good example. Another good example of Sony's incompetence. Remember in 2019 when the whole Sony and Disney thing happened between Spider-Man?
I was crying.
You know who Tom Holland called? He called Bob Iger. He didn't call anybody from Sony. He called Bob. That just lets you know your star that plays your character did not call you. He has a better
relationship with Disney than he does.
Than he does Sony. Like, come on. Like,
that communicates everything you need to know.
There.
Which is sad because considering how
fucked up extremely sad.
That's kind of sad.
Because when he has meetings with Sony, he calls Feige. You gonna be there? Feige's like, yeah. Yeah.
It's very simple. When Tom Holland calls, you answer.
You answer.
They're gonna be stupid. They're gonna do the opposite.
You know what Sony is? Sony Holland is like
star power is something they can't replace.
It's like that weird. It's like Sony's that weird relative you don't like that you have to spend time with.
I know that Toby and Andrew have their fans and they have their following and whatever else, and it's not a comparison. But in today's modern age, Tom Holland has star power like barely anyone else on the planet.
They know you know what? Because they know they can't
screw over. They could recast Spider-Man without him, but then how are you going to replace Tom?
They can't screw over Tom like they did Toby and Andrew. That's not going to fly now. They can't.
No, ain't going to fly now. Especially
you lose that they can't.
Because Toby and Andrew.
You
lose both. No, because the Tom Holland and Zendaya's fan base are nuts, dude. If you piss them off,
I'll be right. Like it's like I said, we'll be there regardless of what Spider-Man movie it is. But there are people who watch these Spider-Man movies just for Tom and Zendaya. Like I don't like it, but it's the way it is. Like if you piss them off, you lose a lot of money.
A lot of people.
And also, like that's a bad look to young actors. Young actors be like, "Hey, you screw over talent like that?
And
you gonna do that, bro?"
You've done it twice. Don't do it at no time.
No. Because remember in 2019 when the whole deal stuff happened. Zendaya and Tom Holland both unfollowed Sony.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they were pissed.
People could look at that and say, "Oh, they're just unfollowing them." Blah blah. Like,
that's not how it works.
if I unfollowed Sony, no one gives a shit. If Tom Holland, right, who's a star of that freaking company, a poster boy, unfollows them, that's a statement.
That's a statement.
Yep.
Right. It's
timing is everything.
Timing is everything, and also the age of social media and how, like, like when Lionel Messi liked to post about him, like a Chelsea. Like, oh my God, he's coming to Chelsea. The thing is, there is a different. I hate to say it, but I'm going to be honest. There is a different set of rules in place, especially social media wise, for people who are in the spotlight versus us. Exactly. When Tom Holland unfollows Sony, that's a statement of like, I'm unfollowing you. My fans are going to start talking shit. You better get your finger out your ass and get your shit rolling.
Like, this man was at a pub crying. That's
man, I should have took the bus to go and give him a hug or something.
That's how much he cares about you. Like that man, he's already telling him, I'm not coming back unless the movie is worthwhile.
And let's be honest, right? We love Toby and Andrew, but if you fuck up a third time, like
this the last
replace Tom Holland with.
Listen, Danny and RJ, you guys know. Spider-Man fans are not
Henry Cavill with. I'm doing this.
We're not Spider-Man fans. We are not a bunch you want to fuck around with, bro.
We sure ain't.
No, you ain't.
You do not want to do that.
The only people that are crazier than Spider-Man fans are Snyder fans. Those are the only ones.
I'm going to test what they've just said right now. Everyone, you watching the Civil War comic?
Shit.
Fuck off.
There you go. Fuck off.
I have no. I don't care.
Because Civil War led to one more. Civil War led to
one more day. One more day.
Oh yeah, one more day.
Like that's what I'm saying, and that's just me mentioning the name of. Hold on, that's just me mentioning the name of a comic. So,
hey, Darius, remember Paul?
Get the fuck no, fuck. Oh my god.
Remember Paul?
Oh my fucking
Paul, that guy. Man.
Okay, I'm depressed. We're moving off the subject. We're moving on. We're done.
All right, I'm gonna talk about this on the Peter and Miles podcast Tuesday. Just to let you know.
It's gonna.
Oh, Peter Miles universe. Let's go.
Okay, let's have fun.
Sorry, hold on a minute. Everyone's plugging their universe on my channel. I feel like I set better spin-offs up than Sony have ever done.
Cool. Yeah. Let's move on to the next subject.
I mean, in fact,
what the hell is wrong with you? I'm really asking.
Oh, CKW.
All right, let's talk about Gail Bedecker.
CKW, that's a topic for another time.
Bang, get me.
We'll put that on the next Sunday, Danny, please.
What
are we doing?
Okay. Talk about
come on.
Let's do it.
There's been a running joke.
Fine. I'll put that on the Marvel segment. All right. Let's have.
All right. We won't talk about it.
No. We'll talk about it. Y'all guys can talk about it and argue amongst yourselves.
No, the foundation's been set. I'm not letting this shit slide. Now, fuck that. Right. So, all right. Captain America dies like a bitch. Don't like it. Spider-Man reveals his identity. Don't like it. Other than that, I like the concept of characters being conflicted and choosing sides of pro-reg or anti-reg. It's fascinating.
There's a Thor clone.
I liked it for the political discussion.
They clone Thor.
They clone Thor.
I liked it for the political intrigue.
Okay, we could talk about it next week.
And I like that it was the heroes fighting the heroes. Okay.
Okay, we can talk about it next week.
Concept. They just executed it fucking awfully.
We can talk about it next week.
Put it out there. Don't worry, Danny. You can transition. It's all right. Like,
let's transition. Let's have fun. We're having fun. We're gonna have fun.
Get me.
Okay, so let's have some fun. Okay, so it's the great debate, and I love it. Yeah.
What great debate?
Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel.
Oh, Cartoon Network every day.
Let's all go around. Let's go. Let everyone give their answer. Okay.
Cartoon Network. It's not even close.
Which was the better station?
It's not close.
Wait. What's the wait? Hold on.
Wait, hang on. Right. We need certain parameters.
Thank you.
Between what time frame?
From what era are we talking here? Like,
but also, what are we like saying? What's a better network?
Better shows.
Yeah, because I want to clarify.
What was the
in terms of shows?
What was the better network?
Basically, that's basically what we're saying.
Oh,
yeah. What was the better?
Oh, network.
Like you. Yeah.
In terms of shows, it's a no-brainer.
Okay,
sorry.
You have to break it down. Cartoon Network.
That's actually tough.
Cartoon Network had the.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I grew up more on Cartoon Network, so.
But
Disney
did have.
Disney had bangers.
And again, if I have to extend an olive branch,
the sitcoms. Disney had. Okay, let's go down the list. They had Sweet Life. They had Hannah Montana. They had.
All right. Okay, Danny. Now I know what you mean. Okay, now I see why this is tough.
That's So Raven is fired.
Wait, is that Nickelodeon?
This is actually
that's Disney.
I actually like this topic, Danny.
Right, so basically,
it's the great debate.
Let me just read out some shows from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network in the early thousands. Okay, so this is Nickelodeon in the early thousands, right? You have Drake and Josh. You have SpongeBob SquarePants. You have Fairly Odd Parents. Great show. iCarly, Dora the Explorer.
Danny Phantom.
Rocket Power, Keenan and Kel. That was great.
Hey, Keenan and Kel.
Down.
Cartoon Network had Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo, Ben 10, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans,
Samurai Jack,
the Jackie Chan Adventures, Duck Dodgers, Fairly Odd Parents as well.
How did they leave out Ed and Eddie? That's crazy.
And Ed and Eddie, Chowder.
Hey, Chowder was weird.
Hey, Dexter's Laboratory.
Teen Titans.
Next Door was the shit.
No, if you go a little bit later, they had regular show too. A little bit later on.
Yeah.
Amazing World of Gumball, that popped off.
I probably would have to put
Gumball's funny.
I would have to put Disney Channel third because I wasn't a big Disney Channel guy. Like there was only
Disney Channel for me is
there was only like three.
Austin and Alley.
There was only like 3 or 4 shows that I like really liked. Like that was Sweet Life. Both the Sweet Life stuff.
Was great.
The Wizards of Waverly Place, Selena Gomez. Anyway,
oh yeah.
See, the thing is, like, I grew up with Disney Channel I grew up with Disney Channel in its prime, though. Like
Channel, Kim Possible, and Lilo and Stitch.
Kim Possible, yes.
Recess.
Lizzie McGuire was pretty good. I did watch that.
That was pretty good.
We got Rugrats for Nickelodeon.
But to me, the Nickelodeon and Cartoon
Hillary Duff.
They slapped, especially
Hillary Duff. Oh my god,
that stuff was still slapping back in the day.
Oh, yeah,
like
Adventure
Time on
Phineas and Ferb is fire.
Do you know what?
Oh yeah, Phineas.
Before we continue, right, I just want to quickly say why this is actually a lot harder than I thought, and I'm glad that you put it.
It's kind of
I call it the great debate, man.
What a great time, right, to be a fan of anything in the early thousands. Like people say, it's just back in my day, things are better. No,
you don't understand.
I don't get it, bro.
You don't get it. Late 90s, early thousands. I'm telling you, it was.
Guess what,
dude? You have to understand.
You had Nickelodeon.
Hold on.
Hold on. You had Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network all being level at the same time, and Fox Kids and like Jetix. You had them all at the same time.
Okay, let me tell you something about the the 90s and the mid 2000s. You have to understand, like the writers at the time didn't talk down to the audience like they did in the early 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Like, because cartoons back in the day were just like really wacky. no plot line, just only selling like just selling toy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the 90s and the mid 2000s, you had like character development. You actually cared about if somebody was finna get hurt or not.
When you were watching something, you actually had to make the choice of, okay, I could watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie, or I could watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And you had, and then what you would
it was difficult.
You change the channel to catch.
You have the 3-way channel thing where you like.
Bro, it would be so tough, like when Cartoon Network like had on like Foster's Homes, Imaginary Friends.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Had on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and then Nickelodeon on Dick and Josh. Those would be difficult to pick to watch.
Billy and Mandy.
Bro, it was in the time when you could walk into school as a boy and say, "I watch Powerpuff Girls," and what?
Yeah. And Kim Possible.
Like everyone.
And Kim Possible.
They were throwing hands on
Powerpuff Spice and everything nice. Sounds like a night.
iCarly was pretty good too.
Yeah. iCarly was it. Even the new TV show of iCarly's not that bad. Like even though it got canceled. Yeah.
Oh, you're hearing Carly cuss.
Wait, can I just ask a question, Danny? Yeah. Danny, what prompted you to put this on the list? Because this is dope.
Oh,
I just got bored.
Jacob, this is
add it next week. Add it next week as well.
Because
here's Vanilla Spice, baby.
Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network came back in the 2010s too. They had a second renaissance.
Yes, they did. They had a
regular show, Clone Wars,
dude.
Adventure Time.
They had
Gumball.
Well, the thing what edges off for me with Cartoon Network is they had Toonami, man. They had Toonami. That's what it's unfair. It's unfair. Okay. Like
to be fair though, Danny, technically Nickelodeon had Dragon Ball Z Kai first, to be fair.
Hey, yo, Toonami.
No, I'm talking about regular Toonami? Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about like when Toonami first dropped. You gotta understand, like it was a phenomenon. Like they had all the action cartoons on there.
How do we forget Samurai Jack though?
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
And Teen Titans. They had Teen Titans, man.
OG Teen Titans.
Johnny Test was pretty good.
Johnny Test.
Oh, Ben 10 was
fire. Ben 10 was the first show I like. I watched every week.
I was like, this man, like they took Marvel powers and they combined them with like a Power Rangers morpher. That's basically what that is.
Yeah, he can be it. He can be any alien, right? Am I right? He can be any alien.
I'm gonna let you guys take a guess at who my favorite character was in that show. Like, I mean, is that Kevin? And it's Kevin. Like,
yeah.
You and your edge lords.
He gets the guy, bro. Right, he gets the girl. He's the most badass character in that show. Like
Kevin was that guy, bro.
Kevin was that. And his car was sick.
You know who had me scared to death of Vilgax, bro? I was scared to death of that. I was scared to death of Vilgax. Vilgax was that.
I need to find Kevin's car. Kevin's car was so fucking cool.
Crazy. There's some underrated ones too. Generator Rex.
That's a good one.
It's like you're starting to. I mean, for Nickelodeon, one of my favorite shows for Nickelodeon was Invader Zim. I love that little green alien.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Dib.
Okay, Cartoon Network show.
Oh, I know everyone's favorite show is what's it? Hang on.
Regular Show was my shit, bro.
Regular Show.
My mind just went completely blank. Carry on.
Regular Show was pretty good. It's past my time, but like when I watched it or whatever. Oh yeah, Ned's.
That show.
That cast is what. That cast is wild.
They are, bro.
That cast is insane.
Bro,
yeah, I see the podcast. Like Ned and Mo. Dude, they were all getting to know each other off the clock. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, the less we say about that, the
in
better.
Between takes.
Yeah,
I can't watch that show anymore. I can't watch it.
It's like, well, wait, because they said that everybody was with everybody. If you catch my drip,
like,
I'm not surprised.
It's like, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, like, Ned, you Cookie got it before you, Ned. Before you the last one, Ned. Oh man, like
that's a cool image.
It's not great.
Oh yeah, cow and chicken.
Billy and Mandy.
That was a weird ass show.
Yeah, that was strange.
What? Cow and chicken?
Yeah, that shit was weird.
Cow and chicken.
Oh man, cow and chicken was hilarious.
Anyone?
And what you guys can't forget about I Am Weasel.
Oh my god.
Well, how could we forget about I Am Weasel? Because we're surrounded by one all the time.
I am Weasel.
I am Weasel. I am Weasel.
No, you guys remember Boomerang though?
RJ, get back here.
What's new, Scooby Doo? Come on, you. We're gonna solve that mystery. I love that. Shout out to Simple Plan. I love that song.
Dude, I completely forgot Jimmy Neutron.
Oh yeah, gotta play
that slap.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Neutron. I love that show Recess, man. Recess just taught you about real life in elementary school.
That Weasel character that's always
Randall.
RJ, you remember Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes.
The goat.
Yes.
The goats.
Yes.
Disney's own Spectacular, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Should have got one more season 3, bro. Like, come on.
Hey, Billy and Mandy was cool.
Billy and Mandy was
fun. Billy and Mandy was amazing.
It was a good Disney Channel show that had a lot of heart. Good Luck Charlie.
Yes. I love Good Luck Charlie.
That was a family show.
Never seen it.
Man.
American Dragon was great. I enjoyed that.
American Dragon.
No underrated one. That's bad. Kick Butowski. Underrated.
Yes. That show was hilarious.
You know the voice of American Dragon was old boy that did Prince Zuko's voice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember I was like,
and also
wait,
we left Avatar.
Which one was Avatar? The Last Airbender on?
Nicktoons.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
It's because Nickel.
Channel Chasers, bro.
Man,
Channel Chasers.
I just want to put this in as a side note. I want to be talking about Marvel and DC like this. Like, I don't think people understand. This isn't just, back in my day. No, it's because objectively speaking, it actually was good.
It was
would
good.
have to.
They had character development in their characters.
On rewatch. I don't think you understand. Coming home after school and having 3 channels to choose from, to cut back and forth between the advert breaks to catch 5 minutes of another show. It was crazy. It was like 1 minute you're watching Drake and Josh. Then you're watching that old Clone Wars micro series. You know, the one with Mace Windu Rays beating the shit out of the droids. Then you got Samurai Jack on. Then you got Rugrats on. Like, you're bouncing back and forth. And you had the breadth of content.
It sucked if you didn't have cable, because if you didn't have cable, boy.
If you didn't have cable, you were down bad. You had to pick up those magazines.
RJ, somebody said, shake it up. We know what we watch. We know what we watch.
We know why we watch that. Yeah.
We know what we watch that.
And Casey Undercover. We know why we watched it.
Shake it up. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
We know why we watched those
shows. You know who came from there.
Yeah.
Bellathorne.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, because that's who we're all on about.
She was cute. She was cute back in the day, but you know.
Oh yeah. Minute I saw Shake It Up, I was like, "Who is that?" Her name is. Oh Lord!
I'm not gonna lie. I looked at her in the show and I was like, "Hi."
Who?
That was me in Wizard of Waverly Place. I was like, "Oh,
okay."
Well,
sorry.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was not watching Disney Channel at that time.
You bet you feel different now.
For me, my crushes were like, Kimberly from Power Rangers, Topanga Lawrence, friggin'
she.
Selena Gomez.
Hey, Diane Fisher, she still look good, bro. she. Oh boy, oh Lord, Topanga girl. Hey, she got respect from J. Cole too.
I'm sorry, Danny. What was that? You was like, sounds like RJ meeting Mary. It's like, you're the goat.
Oh yeah, man. Some of these shows are just good childhood memory, but like
every Saturday, Beyblade, bro. Beyblade had me every Saturday.
Oh, I was having this conversation. I don't know who with. Right, we know I like my edgy anti-heroes. who would you say is more edgier out of Kai and Ray?
Out of who?
Because
I didn't watch Blades that much.
I don't remember it.
Like, I mean, Ray had his moments of edgy, but Kai was just...
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
I my own little Beyblade pieces, and I got like these. I would customize. I would have my own metallic discs in them, and people would challenge me with ones that they bought from the store, thinking they were really about it. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, okay, all right, okay. Let it rip. And then I sent the Beyblade flying right out of the freaking little thing that you used to spin it in. Right out the thing. I'm like, I've customized it with my own metallic discs, right? And what's Kai's one? Is it Dronza?
Yeah. Dronza.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Like that one and Ray's one. Those two are my favorites.
I like my boy Tyson too, though. But yeah.
Yeah, Tyson is cool, but I think.
But can your Beyblade survive an attack from a blue eyes white dragon?
Bro, I remember I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I was like, how did I ever play this game? Have you ever tried to play the actual card game? It's so complicated.
It's complicated, man.
The thing is, I actually remember playing it as a kid, and it made more sense. Now I'm trying to understand it, and I'm like, huh?
No, dude. Like you can't come up with no ordinary third-rate deck, as Seto Kaiba would say. Like, bro, you gotta bring your A game. Them nerds are serious in that game, bro. Especially when prize money's on the line.
Stuff. I got a packet, and I had like this. The best way I can describe it. Call me a normie. I'm owning the fact that I'm a normie. I know my lane. Right. I got this really ultra rare character. It was like a foil card. It was everything. There was a guy, I shit you not, that saw me open it. Went, I'll pay you. I'll pay you for that card. And I'm like, what the fuck?
No,
bro.
Just because he wanted that badly.
Like, I don't understand why I didn't give it to him, but maybe it was just Danny Watkins speaking to me, like young Jacob. You know, it's like, no, Jacob, you could get money from this. Don't give it. And to this day, I've still got it in my cupboard, so I could make some buck.
Probably. Like, it's probably.
I'm letting it.
Is it like one of the Egyptian? Is it one of the Egyptian god cards?
I think it was. Yeah.
Zodiac.
It was like a.
No, it's Obelisk the Tormentor. Then.
It was like a white metallic dragon or something.
Yeah, I thought you had an Exodia for a minute. I would say, if you have Exodia, that's a lot of goddamn money. That's like.
Yeah.
I need to pull out my Yu-Gi-Oh collection and see how much money I have hidden away.
You probably do have a lot of money inside.
Oh, Cody, we're talking about great shows here. What's the one?
Because I had a legendary Pokemon card, and I.
Oh yeah, I'm watching it right now. Strike. I'm watching it right now.
Danny, Cody, I salute you both.
I'm gonna watch it after stream or probably tomorrow. I kind of want to watch Sons of Anarchy tonight.
I've seen the scene that I needed to see, and that's it. I don't need to.
Right into this world, all alone.
All alone.
I was listening to that earlier today. Right? It's catchy.
It's like riding through this world all alone. The cold fast south. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, dude, there's really no good answer. Like, it's just what you grew up with.
There's no wrong answer to this.
For me personally, I'm gonna go Cartoon Network. I think it edges it out just a little bit because Ben 10 was my shit.
If I have to look at it as all right, let's give our answers, okay?
They did Alien Force as a sequel. The Alien Force.
Okay, how about this?
All right, Jacob, go first.
Categories. Okay,
I like that more than the original show.
What network produced the best stories? What network produced the best stories?
Ooh.
Right. I was just gonna go on the basis of the one that I watched the most, which was Cartoon Network.
We could do that too, but I'm just saying I can't choose.
All right. So before we go to that, what one did you watch the most? We'll go in order. So for me, Cartoon Network.
Cartoon
Network. The Cartoon Network.
Okay. How about best shows?
Best stories.
Oh, best stories.
Best stories.
Ironically, might be Disney.
I think. For me, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Nickelodeon, dude, because of Hey Arnold. Nickelodeon had Hey Arnold, the Rugrats, because they were attacking a subject matter where he's like, wait a minute, Chucky's mom died? Oh no! Why?
I might have to give it to
Disney because I can't say Disney because they end the shows way too early, and Nickelodeon did too as well. With I'm gonna go Cartoon Network because they.
Oh, they true. They had Samurai Jack.
They did with their animation and like with stuff like Ben 10.
I mean, it could always
even Adventure Time too. They had some good stories.
Adventure Time got crazy at the end.
They had some
insane.
Yeah, I mean, we could have had another ending story for Teen Titans, but just saying,
yeah,
they made Disney Channel, Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. I think the best show that had for me, this is just me personally on Disney Channel. It was Good Luck Charlie. That show had the best story in my opinion. It was consistent with its tone, and it was there were moments where it had.
I never really got into it.
That's fair. It's not for everybody. It's really a family.
I think that's just because it's one of those things where I said, what one did we watch the most? I lived on Cartoon Network, Toonami, and Jetix. Those are
for sure.
Yeah.
I rarely watched
type of guy, but
I transitioned. I was more Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay. I think it's Nickelodeon because of Avatar. I forgot about that.
The good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days.
See, it gets tough.
No, because you gotta understand, because you gotta look at Nickelodeon. Hold on, because I'm edging it out for Nickelodeon for storytelling. Because once again, look at Hey Arnold, the way how he.
I like how I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, Nickelodeon, dude. Even Cat Dog had an ending, dude. Cat Dog, Cat Dog had a good ending.
Oh yeah, shit. Fucking what other show was it? Fuck. There was something I used.
As Told by Ginger, that actually had a good ending. If you guys if Wall Thornberries at the end or whatever, their movie,
I will say, Cartoon Network gets close because of regular show, which had regular show's ending is fucking insane if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
the movie, but. And Adventure Time ending.
Laboratory was good.
Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
Didi.
But if you're just talking about who was if we're talking about who had the better network, if we're talking about who had the better network, I give it to Cartoon Network. If we're talking about storytelling, then I'm gonna give it to Nickelodeon by the slight edge because they had Avatar had a good ending. Cat Dog had a good ending. Wild Thornberries had a good ending. Rugrats, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold came back.
Okay, technically, SpongeBob was supposed to have a good ending.
I know it's like an apples and oranges thing, and they're different mediums, but I suppose you could say Disney Channel produced.
Also another thing when it comes to marketability, I'm gonna give that to Nickelodeon. They had SpongeBob everywhere, man.
Hang on,
the SpongeBob movie. Is amazing.
Yeah, marketability.
Dude,
SpongeBob came out when I was still in elementary school,
and it's still going.
I thought they ended it. They didn't end it.
No, nah, bro. That's just never ending.
It's still going on. Jesus,
yeah,
still going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be like The Simpsons, man.
Yeah, SpongeBob's still going on.
Think about Family Guy for Cartoon Network because technically that's kind of.
Technically, yeah.
Welcome to the Family Guy.
I haven't watched that in a while, man. I need to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't watch Fit.
With Fox Kids, you had Spider-Man, you had Beast Machines, Beast Wars.
Well, you know what? We could talk about. No, next week we'll talk. No. Hold on. Save that. Next week. Saturday morning cartoons next week.
Thank you. Season 2.
All right. Well, I indirectly gave you a setup for it. There you go.
Sony
All right.
Look at that smile there. Look at, no. Hang on. It's 3 a.m. We're not. No. No. We'll put it on next week. Next week.
No, I was about to say, chat. It's your turn. That's just a question.
You know what? Put Sons of Anarchy on the list next week. We'll both be finished by it. Dan.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh Jesus!
No, not you. I'm looking at something. One of the comments. Right. Okay. You decide. Okay, so we've got Cartoon Network.
This one.
How do you spell Nickelodeon again? I can't. I was typing it. No, I had a brain fart moment. Okay?
I know. It's just.
No, it sounded like you said something else.
Oh, you bad men. Don't ever no.
I'm just saying, man. You said Nika.
Oh, don't say that on air, you dumbass. Like what?
Don't clip that. Chat. Don't clip that. Chat. Do not clip that.
Stupid.
Do not clip that. Don't clip that.
You're gonna clip it. Hey, if I.
But you know what? I made it to the cookout. Fuck it. I go away. Like. Right. Anyway, more importantly, I put a you dumbasses. I put a poll in the chat, people. You decide: Cartoon Network, the other channel, or Disney Channel.
What, Nickelodeon?
Yeah, you can.
Jacob,
I'm not getting caught.
Jacob, can you tell me one thing?
Oh, for fuck's sake, picking on the white brother. That's it. Go on.
Jacob, who's in Paris? Jacob, who's in Paris? You know who's in Paris, Jacob?
Shut up.
No, Darius, you're supposed to ask Kanye that question. He knows the answer.
Kanye West. Who is in Paris?
No, I know you've seen that, Danny. You know, you ever seen that? What he said?
Yeah, I seen it.
He said, Kanye's hilarious.
Who was in
Paris? Man. God bless
It's,
Kanye. Kanye's amazing. Love you, dude.
That who is in Paris.
That is right.
I know where it all stems from.
Boondocks is Cartoon Network.
Boondocks.
Yeah.
You see, I love how that just spawned out of that. Great.
Yes.
Oh man.
That's where that word is from. Boondocks, Jacob. You should know, right?
Nickelodeon.
That's where Nickelodeon resides, in Boondocks.
Right. It's 3 in the morning.
End the stream right now.
Nickelodeon.
Right, anyway, the poll is in. There's 9 votes. 33% say Cartoon Network and 67% say Nickelodeon. I swear, I'm going to punch you. I swear to I'm going to hit you so hard. I will punch you so hard that you turn white. And I'm not even... you.
I do not.
You or all you 3 know what you're doing.
What do you mean by that, Jacob?
Oh, you know what I mean. I'm gonna punch you. That's what it means.
Any questions, chat?
1776. That's what it is.
Any questions, chat? Any questions, chat? That you want to ask us within reason?
Q&A. Before, buddy, I have an aneurysm and I bloody pass out on camera. Ah!
What's good?
I hate you all. I hate you all.
What's good? Huh. See, this is what happens when it gets to the end of Black History Month. They just, start like showing the real color. They just
Stop reacting. That's what they.
Any questions? Any questions?
Yeah, get your questions in, people, before I freaking headbutt someone. Get your questions in, people. Get your questions in, and don't say, "Oh, where does that come from, Jacob?"
Where does that come from, Jacob?
I don't know. You tell me.
You still haven't told me who's in Paris, Jacob.
I'm not responding to that. I know where that's from. I know where that's from, and I know what it's about. I'm not saying it. Kanye West putting out a song, and I'm not.
What's wrong with saying Napoleon was in Paris?
I'm not saying it, Darius.
That movie was so bad.
That movie was bad. I just saw a commercial.
Right.
Oh, Superman!
Yeah, everyone's having a big laugh. Yeah, load of fun.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a question.
Oh yeah, I have it on Blu-ray, man.
It's kind of weird. This is the part of DCAU that no one talks about. They don't talk about this show.
Because this one is oddly forgetful.
Straight out.
You know why? Because Warner Brothers loves Batman.
True.
No, and you want to know what's the funny part is the creators of Batman the animated series made this one. So it's gonna be good. They have yet to put out like Bruce Timm has yet to put out a product that I despise. To be honest with you.
Well, Jacob, we know that's not true.
Yeah, I don't think any studio does.
Oh man, what's the most important thing that a character can do that really makes him? For me, it's always been individual thought, the ability to stand out amongst the crowd and be true to who you are is what makes a character stand out. So I don't know what you're nodding for. I take any character, whether it's Batman or even Ben 10. Why are you nodding? Just like
nothing. Continue your point. Answer the woman's question.
You know, you answer the question now. You go ahead.
What? What makes it important? The important character?
Yeah.
Go ahead, RJ.
Oh, yeah, good.
No, I was saying I think it's what characters do in certain situations. Like it's not what they say or like you know, a good example is like Walter White in Breaking Bad. You know, the stuff that he does really kind of like pushes him to
Now, this is very shoddy work, Pinkman. I'm actually embarrassed for you.
I think that when it comes to like characters, like one of the most that they possess is what they do. And you know, actions, what they do in certain situations and stuff like that. I think it's very key to their arc and it develops them.
Somebody said who wins between Batman the animated series and Superman the animated series? Batman the animated series. I mean, I love Superman the animated series, but you know, without Batman the animated series.
Like last week, we've now just vindicated Warner Brothers again. They're like, you see, this is why we focus on Batman.
But doesn't mean Superman doesn't have his place, because he does.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yo, I'm just saying the X-Men 90s freaking love. Like
X-Men 90s.
Batman 90s. I love it. Like
Batman the animated series, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Next week.
That Justice League Unlimited theme song, Superhero Static Shock song, Superhero Static Shock. Yeah,
that opening was dope.
I like X-Men theme too.
X-Men Evolution.
I binge through the 90s show. I'm gonna watch
Spectacular Spider-Man. 5.
Yeah. Spectacular.
All right.
Oh yeah. Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
There was like one song Boomerang. I can't remember. It was like, I don't know if you guys remember. It's like about these like cats, but they like flew like the spaceship.
It's a cat. Oh, SWAT cats. Yeah.
Bro, it was so fire.
Hey man, the guitar solo was like crazy, bro. I'm trying to think. Of course, the Pokemon theme song. I want to be the very best.
I thought that was Michael Jackson. I swear to God, I thought it was Michael Jackson singing that shit.
CKW.
No, the singer that sung that song was one of Michael Jackson's background singers. That's why.
I knew it. Bro, I knew it. I knew they sounded familiar, bro. I knew it. Like, bro, why does it sound like Michael Jackson?
RJ, what was that?
It was sneeze. Anyway, CKW asked, what do you guys think they're gonna do with Victoria? I'm assuming Victoria Newman's character in season 4 of The Boys. Yeah. I think she's
gonna be vice president.
I think she is a president. I think she's gonna become the president.
Kill her, though. They got her.
You're right there, RJ. You're looking a bit unwell with your sneezing.
I am unwell. Anyway, well,
she's gonna pardon Homelander.
The poster kind of low key, it kind of spoiled what happened.
She's gonna pardon Homelander for sure.
I think she becomes president and Homelander becomes vice president.
Yeah, I think the president's gonna
There's more social commentary for you.
The president's gonna die under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, I cannot wait for season 4 of The Boys, man. I
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
You know what else coming back soon? Invincible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I forgot about Invincible. I'm being 100.
They shouldn't have never taken a break.
That's Amazon's fault for doing the fucking part 2 shit. But
it's like, that's why I said like last week what we said, like, you know, hey man, you should not take a break in the middle of your like series or whatever. Like,
gotta keep that momentum going. Especially, I know the part they're at the story. Like the part that's about to come out is gonna be crazy. So like you should have just kept it going because now you gotta like people forgot about you. Like other stuff has come out
because
people are watching other stuff now.
Yeah. Because like I'm gonna be quite frank, I forgot about Invincible until you guys actually mentioned it. But you know the show that I'm ready to watch,
What?
00. Teen Wolf. I never watched it.
Never got into it.
I heard good things about it though.
Yeah, me either.
No. There's a show on Hulu that I actually want to watch, and it's called Shogun. I think that's finna be dope, bro. Like I think that's finna be dope.
Oh, that samurai show, right?
Yeah, that samurai show with old boy that was playing Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie. He's the main.
I'm gonna watch it.
I think that's finna be dope, bro.
Martial arts. It's canceled now, which sucks. But there's this show. There's a show on Max called Warrior. It's really good, man. It's based on one of Bruce Lee's like old concepts they never made.
It's a cat.
There's a show called Warrior.
You okay, sir?
Kitty, go kitty. I'm out of here anyway.
No comment.
What about Luke?
What up?
That's just a silence, and we're all just looking at each other.
Awkward silence.
Awkward silence.
Ben Wang. Ben Wang.
So all right, let's talk about Ben Wang.
Let's talk about Ben Wang.
Yes.
What about Luke Cage?
Luke Cage was okay. Like it wasn't okay. Luke Cage was okay with me. I don't think it was the best show, but it was all right.
Me.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Luke Cage?
It was good. It's probably my second least favorite out of because Iron Fist was just bad.
Iron Fist was horrible.
Dun, dun, dun.
Iron Fist was
Other than Daredevil, my favorite's probably
Punisher.
Season one of Jessica Jones is really good.
Yeah.
For me,
crushing it as a villain.
For me, the number one, as much as I love Daredevil, the number one show for me is this guy right here. I liked it. No, I loved it.
You do concede that you like it.
I loved it. It's my boy, Frank Castle.
I don't like season
look, he's going to go. He's going to go get his
Season-
picture with John Bernthal. He's going to go get it. After.
No, season two. Season 2 was.
It got too convoluted.
They gave him too much of a conscience in season 2. I didn't like that.
And they got convoluted. Okay, how many people were involved in the death of his family? This doesn't make like. I like the FBI here. What the hell?
Favorite fighting game?
Unpopular opinion. Tekken clears.
Tekken's pretty good, yeah.
Right. I'm going to be honest.
Street Fighter.
I've always been Street Fighter, but let me let me extend an olive branch. The way I see it, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, they're great, but Tekken does offer a slightly different flavor.
It does.
It's the hardest.
Yeah.
It's the hardest one.
And I think that I love Mortal Kombat with Fatality and Sub-Zero and
No. Hold on. I love those games.
I do love Street Fighter, but I gotta give it to Tekken.
I love those games. Don't get. But this was my.
Oh, but hey, they're doing a third one, aren't they?
We're coming back.
They're coming back. This was my.
What? Oh, it was all right.
I thought it was shit.
It's it ain't the worst thing I've ever seen.
Face so close to the camera. What the hell? Back up.
Wait, Danny, what did you think of it?
It was shit. No one's talking about it. Literally. I made a death joke. I'm sorry.
I changed this guy's name here to Echo earlier on. He's like, man, get this shit. I'm like, no, I'm talking about Echo from Bad Batch, not the TV show.
I haven't watched Bad Batch yet.
Good show. You got to finish Clone Wars first, though.
I do.
You indeed.
and then Rebels.
That's a.
I'll finish that later.
Hey man, once you get hooked on Rebels, you're not gonna be able to, or Clone Wars.
What is your favorite TV show that you felt like it didn't get an incomplete ending?
There's a lot of them.
That's easy.
Oh, there's loads. Surprise.
Black Lagoon.
The Walking Dead.
Black Lagoon.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Lost.
Walking Dead.
Yes.
Black Lagoon.
Bro, the ending of Lost is such bullshit, dude. Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna say what Ricky Gervais said. I think the fat one ate them all.
I'm trying to think.
Who?
Oh,
Ricky Gervais. He said
Darius.
The fat one ate them all. Like
High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Didn't get his ending.
Yeah.
If you look past if you look past the fan service, it's actually a good anime. Like you just gotta look past fan service.
It's a lot to look past, but
it's hard to look past.
You chew gum more often. Like you're giving Crosshair vibes right now. You're just like, nah.
Trying to think.
It's like before dropping the mic.
Teen Titans is definitely one.
That
ending.
Teen Titans season.
Oh yeah, Smallville. Smallville was what the hell was that?
You went through all that many.
Oh yeah,
did that? I'm sorry.
Gotham's basically the same thing.
Batman the animated series. Batman the animated series and Spider-Man the animated series did not get their last ending, and I'm really mad about that.
Spectacular Spider-Man didn't either.
Oh, Spectacular Spider-Man something the worst.
They teased. They were like, oh yeah, Goblin's still alive. And then
okay.
We're gonna have Daredevil.
Let me ask you guys this question. As far as Justice League Unlimited, did you feel like it got a good ending? Because I didn't feel like it did. Like I think they could have went like 3 or 4 more seasons, like for the way they were going.
They had another 2
in the middle with it. Because the way they were at the time, the way they were doing animated shows, it just seemed like because here's the thing, I feel like a lot of animated shows, especially when it comes to comic book animated shows, they don't do them like they'll start off really, really well with them, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna cut the damn cord.
No, Danny, you know which one they did? Green Lantern. They didn't finish, bro.
They didn't finish Green Lantern.
I feel like Unlimited should have got like at least 2 more, like 4.
They could have got 2 more seasons.
I say you could get
TKW. Avengers Earth Mighty's Heroes, dude. Earth Mighty's Heroes.
They were pretty. That was pretty good.
Earth Mighty's Heroes, that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of shows that got fucking Wolverine and the X-Men, that first.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was solid. What the fuck? Where's season 2? Solid cast lineup, solid characters. You had Wolverine against.
Story was pretty good.
You had all the characters being strong. Emma Frost was in the mix. Iceman, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Cyclops got his shine. Storm got her due. It was good. What the fuck didn't that get a season 2?
They did it a lot back then, bro.
But no, if it's something like CW,
I can't forget. Game of Thrones, terrible ending. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I can't invest in a show that I know has a really tragic ending that pisses all over.
It's so good too. That's the.
Oh yeah,
not the ball.
Roni Kenshin. Roni Kenshin didn't get his ending. I was mad about that.
Doesn't matter because Black Lightning's back.
Stargirl's actually pretty good. Stargirl's actually.
I didn't watch none of those CW shows. No.
Oh, Mindhunter. Where is season 3?
Ask Fincher, bro. I don't know.
Didn't care for season 1.
That's fair. It's not for everybody. What?
I'm thinking of another one.
You said that. It's like
Heroes.
I haven't seen the show, so
Heroes. Heroes was pretty good.
I didn't like Heroes that much.
Yeah,
they fucked up Dexter's ending twice, which is insane to me.
I have watched a little bit of Mindhunters, but I never really watched a lot. Like I watched bits.
Dexter, bro. Dexter was such a good show, and then they like, oh yeah, here's the ending, guys, and then they stopped it, and then they brought it back again. It was shit again. So.
Oh, by the way, Nickelodeon has 70%, Cartoon Network has 30%. 10 people have voted, and Disney Channel hasn't got any percent.
Damn.
It's just like I said, like with the Nickelodeon, they had like good storytelling. Like Cartoon Network had the better cartoons, but Nickelodeon had that good deep storytelling. They just attack a lot of subject matter, man. So
get the guns out, RJ. Get them out. Go on, get them out.
Disney
Get
had
them
the
out.
best actors. Like they made the most stars.
yeah.
I think.
Who do we know that has arms like
Miley
this?
Cyrus and
What else?
Selena Gomez and everybody else. Demi Lovato, all that shit.
Like Disney Channel produced stars. Like it, like
Zendaya,
a lot of all of our movies that we watch now, they all stem from Disney Channel. Even people in Cobra Kai.
Even fucking Jenna Ortega. Mary Malibu technically too.
I had someone say to me, "Oh wait, is that? Oh my god, that's Peyton List. She was in the Disney."
Dude.
Even Tanner came from Disney Channel show, I think.
Yeah. No, Nickelodeon.
I think he was in both.
I think he did use like Disney Channel as well.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me. Like around this time, a lot of the networks were kind of collaborative as well because they were
they would appear all over the place.
Like this is what I mean. It's not like just bias of like, oh, back in my day. It's like no, genuinely around that time, these networks were killing it. Like they were good.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2 or 3 shows that were kind of, and then some that were like, this is straight up dog shit.
But everyone had that show that they were like
70%. They were slapping. Like the fact that you have to change between channels. Like
Fanboy and Chum Chum. Fuck that show. Oh.
Wait, what? What was that? What did you say?
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
That show is terrible, man.
Yeah, that show.
I never watched it.
Bro, that animation was bad. The show.
Guys, it's rated at 1.5 stars.
It was so bad, bro.
He's come on after like Jimmy Neutron and
Danny.
Our parents. I'm like, well, I'm turning this shit off. That Disney Channel or Cartoon Network. Fuck this.
When I say it was that bad, it was terrible.
Bro,
did you guys like
Sanjay and Craig? What the fuck's the other one?
Did you guys like Johnny Test?
I liked it. It was good. Yeah, I liked it.
Johnny Test was okay.
Dubbed here is one of the worst.
No. I know this show doesn't get a lot of love, but no, 2 shows that don't get a lot of love: Shaolin Showdown and Jackie Chan Adventures.
Jackie Chan Adventures. I have a DVD over here. I honestly, my favorite episode was the one with the ox. Like that was I love that episode. Shaolin Showdown was so cool.
It's like I love the fact that Terrence Strong was playing the little monk boy. Kimiko.
I think Kick Patowski is one of the most.
Oh my god! I've just unlocked another one that I completely forgot about. Mucha Lucha.
This is an Jermaine has
I remember that.
He said, "What's the funniest comedy?"
I'm sorry, Mucha Lucha cannot be produced today, bro.
This is difficult because
there's so many. But if I
have one. I have one of them. 2.5 Men. It was a sitcom. It was hilarious.
Yes.
With Charlie Sheen, that show was hilarious, man. It's funny.
For me, it's gonna probably be Martin.
Everybody hates Chris.
Entourage and Barry.
Well, to be fair, the greatest show of all time isn't Everybody Hates Chris. It's Everybody Ate Chris because he died in The Walking Dead. And
I don't know if you guys will watch. I know Darius has. I don't know if you guys will watch.
American Dragon.
That was fun. That's a fun
American Dragon. To
Barry,
the J, to the A, to the KYE. I'm the magical dragon of the NYC. You heard?
But the Ted show is funny as fuck. The Ted show.
I watched the first episode. That show is good.
I haven't watched it.
That show is pretty good.
I'll watch it after I finish on the better.
Bro, the first episode, they got him. What do you mean they got him? They got him.
Got him. The Boys is pretty funny too. But Barry, if you guys have not watched Barry, go watch Barry.
Barry's hilarious, dude.
It's hilarious. No, Hank.
I hate that. I hate how this is in comedy.
It's a drama. Cobra Kai is like
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, this isn't in. Why is that in comedy?
I think it's because of Johnny's sceens and stuff like that.
You can't. I wouldn't say it shouldn't be in comedy, but it's more than just a comedy. Like
it's a dramedy.
It's like a comedy drama, like sort of thing.
It's the Johnny scenes, man.
That is not a comedy. I've seen that show.
What show?
Raising Dion. It's not a comedy.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good show. My mom watched that one.
Pretty decent. My mom watches it.
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Oh, yes, the other Avengers.
See you later, Melissa.
Oh, Bernie Mac show was hilarious. America.
Oh, bro, I fucking love Bernie Mac.
Oh, Red. He said he's making a super.
I'm sorry. As far as Wayne's brothers, we're brothers. We're happy and we're single and we're colored.
Oh, good luck, Forever Red. Good luck.
Any advice? I was just.
Oh wait, sorry. I should hang on. Let me go back and read that. I'm working on a superhero story for my own potential web series. I'm struggling to make my and likable teenager. He's inspired by Spike, Hawk, and Golden Age Superman. Why did I say Spider-Man?
Dude,
Spike. Which Spike?
Dude, go for it, man.
Yeah, in terms of being realistic and likable, a lot of people get teenagers wrong because they're out of touch. They don't know how teenagers act.
Do you mean Spike from like X-Men Evolution or something?
Buffy.
Oh, from Buffy. Oh, from Buffy.
Oh yeah, remember Buffy? That's another good
okay,
show.
so it's Spike from Buffy, it's Hawk from Cobra Kai, and Golden Age Superman. That's an interesting mix.
I would
like it. It's different.
In terms of being a realistic teenager,
that's different.
I don't know how old you are. Even if you're not, you remember being a teenager, right? I would take aspects of yourself, people you know.
Yeah.
So it's more realistic.
Yeah.
So, like, because a lot of people get teenagers wrong because they just go based on stereotype and
yeah.
They don't
teenagers with attitude.
Also, like if you're like writing like a certain scene that happens in high school.
See, this is their kind of forte.
Right.
I know when to step back and stay in my lane.
Write like something that you can. Don't be afraid to like put in something. You could take like your own experience, like or something that you've seen. You can make that into a story and put that into a scene.
Yeah.
Think of an experience that's touched you and like how you felt in that situation.
And in terms of being likable, like make them like you can make them relatable, make them charming, make them funny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to be likable, but make them a flawed person with contradictions because people are flawed and they don't always do the perfect. Like they always
and in doing that, you make them way more rootable if people can identify with them. And I've been in this position, kind of thing. Yeah. Like you have that sort of affinity.
The best example that I highly recommend, check out Eric July, like Young Ripper. Like he just started his comic book company and he's doing really great, man. Like he has he actually has like a step on how to do comic books.
If you haven't liked this stream, let's get it to 20 likes. Come on, people. I believe in
like how to start up comic books correctly. Forever Red, highly recommend you check out Eric July's stuff too, man. Like he's doing pretty good. So yeah, man, keep on. And you got two guys that know how to write and create too and everything. So yeah, man, there's like, man, the best thing is, dude, go for it. Like,
another thing is like in the whole Iron Core segment, you got nothing to lose. Better to say oh well than what if.
The biggest thing I'd say is you have to, in order to get a character likable, you have to do it really fast.
Frankie.
So there's a writing term called save the cat, where
I've had that one.
Basically you have to make a character do something that shows what type of character they are. Like you have to make a choice that shows what type of character they are.
You have to make that character. You got to make that character really interesting because, like, nowadays you're competing. You're competing with a whole bunch of people that you got different type of media. So if your character doesn't catch like attention in the first like 2 to 3 minutes,
here's a good example for you. Take Rey in The Force Awakens. The minute we meet her, you root for her because she's scraping to pay for bills and food, and she's like a scavenger. Like, but it's admirable. She's being proactive. She's getting the parts to sell.
That's one of the best
reasons to root for them. And then also from like an actor's POV, what's their intention? What do they want? Is there something they're going for? Is there a goal in mind that they're like
the hero's journey?
Wants something.
If I had to recommend you some videos, The Story Circle by Dan Harmon. If you know who Dan Harmon is,
like
watch those.
Let's say, like, if you're talking about the relationships of a character and whatever else, if they've got a relationship with their mum, their girlfriend, or their brother, or whatever, what's their relationship with their girlfriend is not going to be the same way they connect with their mum. They may be close with their mum and not close with their girlfriend, or they may be close with their girlfriend and their mum and hate their brother. Like, their relationships bounce off.
This is the most important part. Don't stop. keep on
Yeah. Keep on going.
Keep doing it.
Remember, you JJ director Rise of Skywalker, you don't have as much competition as you think you do. Like, just
even if dude, like forever, even if you're not reading, the minute you like come up with an idea, write it down.
Write it down, man.
Like,
write it down.
The beautiful thing is, right, even when you're not necessarily thinking about it, it will play in your subconscious when you're just in your day-to-day activities. You could be cleaning the dishes going, oh, yo, that's how
I be coming up with these.
You know?
That's how I be coming up with some of these lists, man. Like, there be times where I'm like, I got like a list block. No, there be times where I have a list block, and I'm like, I don't know what we're going to be talking about. I really don't. Something help me. One of you guys help me, please.
Well, I mean, that's why, like, sometimes when we're on calls during the week, I'm like, I talk about stuff because it gives you like fuel to like talk about or whatever else. But hey, for next week, Saturday morning cartoons. We know that's next week. Do you know what? Add that Civil War thing next week. Let's have a fun debate about it. I was gonna do that regardless. I know you were. You love the chaos. So we're gonna add that onto next week. Like, you love the chaos. Like, I know. You're like the Black Emperor Palpatine. Like, come on. You know, just, use your aggressive feelings, boy. But this is a good actual question here, because this is something I saw and I was like, please, for the love of God, no. Please don't.
Okay. No. I don't think Dr. Doom is going to have
it's a post-credit scene. He's not going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
Galactus.
My thing is,
in the movie at all.
Go ahead.
I get the worries, but here's the thing. Like Gary said, Dr. Doom is probably going to be a post-credit scene. He's a bigger villain than he is. Like, he's a grand scale.
He's going to take over from Kang.
Yeah. He's beyond a Avenger level threat. Like, you have to get the whole entire universe to take him out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know,
Doom fights everybody.
You've all seen that Marvel Ultimate Alliance cinematic when he's got freaking Cyclops and Colossus and Hulk, like all the X-Men are dead on the floor.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Like, just release.
For Silver Surfer, I wouldn't worry about that. Marvel knows how to.
Oh, and to quash this ridiculous thing going round about the female herald, you do realize they will do the Silver Surfer eventually.
Okay, even need to pick up a comic book. Okay,
he's one of the most iconic Marvel characters.
He's probably gonna get his own movie. He'll probably give him his own movie.
He will.
He can do
sure.
it.
Like, they'll start with a female herald first, because that's how it. Again, pick up a comic book. People don't read comics. They just go, oh, well, it's in the movies.
There's other heralds, guys.
Like, there's another herald, and then she'll die, and then in comes Norrin Rad. And put it this way: imagine the hype of a post-credit scene. Female herald's dead. Norrin Rad makes a deal with Galactus. In comes Silver Surfer.
Exactly. And the thing is, I wouldn't worry about the character. I wouldn't worry about characters. Like, I think Marvel's really good at like balancing out multiple characters.
Worst case scenario, if the movie is bad, hey, we got a Dr. Doom post credit scene. That's basically how most of these movies work.
I agree. I think this Silver Surfer is going to be fine. It's them taking their time with it, and the reason they're doing a female herald first is because the approach they're taking with the Fantastic Four now is they're going to clearly displace them from a time event. Like, and to do that, you need to make sure you.
This is your last chance. This is your last chance. Fantastic Four.
So Galactus could very easily be in the Fantastic Four film, but
this is your last chance.
He could easily come back again in the future, because there are times where he's like an Avengers level threat. Like, maybe
it's like Strange and Dormammu. Strange beat Dormammu. Is Dormammu gone? No. Dormammu's gonna be bad.
So basically, the Fantastic Four, maybe they're fighting him, they get displaced, and then it's set like maybe it's like a level of power kind of thing. Galactus is basic when we meet him. He's not powerful. He's not quite the Galactus we know, but if he gets a hold of certain things, he'll be uber powerful. Yep. Then Female Herald dies, sets up Silver Surfer, sets him up, and it's like, oh shit. It's one thing when you're fighting Galactus on another planet. When you're fighting him by Earth, that's a problem.
Or they'll probably just skip the whole entire thing, and the Silver Surfer's just there, and you guys are probably not going to even question it.
Again,
I don't need them to explain, like, you know.
Do you know, this is a good subjective debate. Like, we're living in a time where people who don't read comics are like, oh my god, it's a female Silver Surfer. Oh my, there's other heralds.
I mean, it's 50-50 with the comic book thing. I don't blame people, but I also think it's like you also should do some stuff some research or whatever.
But then here's the thing, though.
When the approach that they're taking with Fantastic Four, please earn Silver Surfer. Like, once you bring him in, like.
But that's next week. We could talk about that next week, whatever.
Have Hayden Christensen portray the physical body.
Fall into that category of like complaining about, like, you know, first off, you set yourself up. You didn't read a comic book, but then these fans don't know what they want because you want comic book accuracy. Well, they're doing comic book accuracy.
I said to you, what the day before yesterday, I even mentioned it to Danny. Hot take, right? This is actually a hot take. I don't know how everyone's going to react to me when I say this. But for me, in terms of Wolverine and Sabretooth, right? For me, I've always just seen Sabretooth as the opposite to Wolverine and nothing more. I actually like that they're brothers in the Origins film. I actually like that. It adds a layer of a dynamic and conflict between them.
That's fair.
And that's not in the comics. Like, that's not a comic thing. That was done for the movie.
No, for sure.
That's one of those rare instances where something is actually, in my opinion, not everyone has to agree, but just in my opinion, where I think it's actually better than the source material.
Yeah.
Just because it makes it more personal, like it makes it have a bit more gravity.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, on that, people don't know whether they want comic accuracy or whatever. Like, you can't fucking make your mind up. Like, and Marvel's at a point where I know they're putting out a load of shit, but in this transition, once Secret Wars is said and done and they go back to linear storytelling, the Fantastic Four and the X-Men are going to be the focus. So you're going to get like 20 years of solid X-Men stories. And
for sure,
don't get me wrong. Avengers, yeah, they're great, but you've told the stories of the main ones. And by the time the X-Men are rebooted with new casts, new characters, the X-Men will take over the Avengers mantle.
We shall see.
I feel like you'll start seeing X-Men members, like,
because you're already on the tertiary characters of the Avengers now anyway. Like they'll take over.
Yeah,
they have no choice. Kind of don't have a choice anymore.
Like, even when you have like, you know, with the Avengers now, like,
that's a good setup.
People have said, like, you know, Spider-Man, but people want to see Spider-Man with the Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Yeah. I said to I forgot who I said it to, but one thing they should do with the Fantastic Four. Call it fan service, but I don't care. Recreate that famous comic cover. That famous comic cover where Spider-Man's standing there and he's got the Fantastic Four around him. Like,
do it. I'll do it.
I want to see it. Like, just in a single thing. I want to see it.
The Future Foundation suits with the Future Foundation.
Oh, yes,
white. The white suit. I hope they do that, bro.
You know what? He could do that. He can get that in King Dynasty. He can get that.
That'd be fire. Future Foundation.
Future Foundation suit, baby.
Oh, that's a good thing that we could talk about in future. Who would you cast as the new X-Men? Like, as the new X-Men character?
Oh, we should do that. We should make that a whole dedicated stream.
That should be a stream.
I have a Wolverine pick.
I think we're all in agreement, right, with these characters. Just to set it up. The first three, right? Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, confirmed. that's just non-negotiable.
Yeah.
James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender as Magneto and Charles. I want it. I don't care if audiences get confused. I don't give a fuck. Like, they're the perfect age. They can play them for another 20 years. They have such a great chemistry. Just bring them back. Like, please. Just them two. Bring them two back.
They said they would do it too. At least McAvoy did. He would do it.
You only need them two. Like, everyone else, it doesn't matter. Recast everyone else, but bring them two back.
Yeah.
And then recast everyone else. And save Wolverine for the second movie.
I have a pick for Wolverine. I'm going to save it, though. Because you're going to like
I'm going to give you one of them. I have a pick for Gambit. And they recast. Austin Butler.
Oh, I can see that.
Not a bad shout.
Austin Butler. I can see it.
That's a pretty good
shout.
Put
on a little bit of that Elvis accent.
That's a very good shout.
Yeah. You got to talk like he from Louisiana, babe.
I mean, I will say this. Freaking what's his face? I think Taylor Kitsch actually didn't do too bad.
I agree.
My name is Remy Lebeau. At your service.
But, you know, we'll round off the stream. We'll see you guys next week. We're approaching the 3.5 hour mark. It's been a great stream. Dare I say it's probably been one of our best ever.
Yes.
Great discussion.
Less distractions.
Lots of laughs, some tears, some emotion, some fun, some trolling, some picking, just the moments that happen that I'm just gonna sweep under the rug. But it was a great stream. First things first, a shout out to MMA King Cruz Jr. King Shark is a shark. Thank you for assembling that. Jesus Christ, that list, sir. Solid list, sir, as always. What the fuck?
Damn right.
Jesus. Shout out to the Cinnamamba. May the force be with you, sir. Badass. And shout out to the goated one right here. Look at that. There you go. With that black and white background. Eventually he'll see the gray and everything, and his wall will be gray, which it is. I'm just trolling. Where did Danny go? And thank you again for that donation, Lisa. Everybody who's watching after the fact or on rewatch, thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button. As of this moment right now, we're on 15 likes. If we can get it up to 20 likes, that'd be perfect. The vote, 12 people voted. 25% said Cartoon Network, 67% said Nickelodeon, and 8% said Disney.
Storytelling, man.
8% said Disney Channel. So shout out to whoever voted for Disney Channel. We will see you all next week. And yeah, peace. Let's play a nice little clip. There you go. Sony, this is for you.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Again, it's buffering. I don't know what it's literally going in a circle. We're here.
We're here. We're still here.
Still here.
End the stream now.
Post-credit scene.
Post-credit scene.
Post-credit scene.
This is a better post-credit scene than any last of the Marvel movies combined, and this wasn't planned.
I'll take one.
I'll take one Top Gun Maverick over the whole of Phase 4.
Yep.
Fuck Phase 4.
Hold on. No Way Home to Phase 4. No Way Home to Phase 4.
I'm going to say what Danny said. It's not your movie. Let's go. Remember that, Danny? It's not your movie.
At this point, I can't even say that because Sony, you don't produce the good stuff like Spider-Man. So
imagine it's now.